In conditions not the best for football, for a situation that's going to be really big on the outcome tonight, we bid you a very pleasant good evening and welcome. It is currently 48 degrees. We got rain in the offing. We got some colder temperatures. They're talking wind chills with the wind tonight, down around in the upper 30s. So it's going to be an old raw, wet night for a ball game. It means a whole lot to both communities as we get ready for the 4A Region 1 Championship. We've said that before, and we've done it before, and here we go again. It's your Elizabethton Cyclones at number 6 in the state at 8-1 and 6-0 in the conference, taking on the number 2 ranked Greeneville Green Devils, going for their 5th straight conference crown. They come in with a record of 8-1 and 6-0, so it's an old-fashioned slobber knocker tonight in less than ideal conditions in the 82nd meeting between these two. We lead the series 43-37-1. Greeneville, though, has won the last 3 games, and so the last 2 times we've been here in Greeneville, it's been a 21-0 loss in 2022. Last year we lost 41-7. In between, we lost back in Elizabethton at 23-13. So it's a team that's got our number for the time being, but hopefully that will change tonight. We're joined by the director of schools. We call him Coach Richard Van Huss, and as the late John Ward would say, and we say, it's football time in Tennessee. It's football time in Betsy. Good evening, and it's we're getting set for an old-fashioned slobber knocker night, sir.
Absolutely. This is, if you're a Cyclone fan, there's a handful of teams that you really think about as traditional rivals, and certainly Greeneville is in that list, and certainly over the last really probably 15, 20 years, they've been right there at the top based on, classification, realignment, and things like that. And, we've gone through that stretch where the state championship ran through one of our 2 communities, so tons and tons of history. Like you said, anything that you've met over 80 times, that tells you there's a lot of history there. There's a lot of ways that we compare each other as districts. We're very similar in size, communities, both rally around the school system, certainly. And so it's a measuring stick for all of us in whatever we do, and just excited to see this latest edition of the Cyclones and the Green Devils.
Another chapter. You have 2 great communities. Both don't like each other. We know that, but we both respect each other. And so we get together in any sport. We saw that last week when our soccer team defeated the Greeneville Lady Green Devil soccer team and put them out for the first time, I think, in 14, 15 years because they're kind of a barometer of the soccer. You pick the sport. You pick what we're doing when the green team plays, the orange and black team. It's always intense, and that's exactly what we're going to see here tonight again at Burley Stadium. Again, it's a cool, kind of a raw night, really. There's some light wind, there's some rain, and some temperatures that are, going to be making it cold. That football's going to get wet and hard and cold as the night wears on, and so we think special teams going to be big. There's a lot riding on this football game. The biggest thing, we start the playoffs next week, and, Coach, you've got the opportunity to be at home all the way through the playoffs. You win this football game tonight. That in of itself is a huge advantage to the team wins this game tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, anytime that you can play at home, you think about the travel that's involved and the way that they've realigned the playoffs this year, depending on which side of the bracket you're in. They've tried to add a little variety to it, so it's not the same teams that you're playing each and every week during the playoffs. So travel becomes something very significant. Instead of maybe an hour's worth of travel, it could be 2, maybe even 3. So being able to play at home all the way through the playoffs is a huge advantage.
Before we get into what we're doing tonight, the nuts and bolts of our football game tonight against Greeneville, let's take a look down in Region 2. So there's 2 big games, one tomorrow night, but the big one for us is tonight. Gibbs is playing Knox Carter tonight. And so he's tried to sit here and explain it to me several times. That Tom, just here's how you got to do it. And so, well, you tell them. If Gibbs wins and if Carter wins tonight, now tomorrow night it's Alcoa and Anderson County. Of course, the perennial powerhouse in football now in our region and now in our classification, or not our region, but in our class would be Alcoa. The Tornadoes are who they is and is who they are. But this other game tonight, while we're playing this one, Gibbs and Carter is playing. And so the winner of that one, it shakes out in a big-time way. So they'll play that one tonight at Gibbs High School. What's the outcome of that? Because it's going to affect us next week.
Yeah, so the best I can tell, the winner of the Gibbs game, if it's Gibbs, because because they beat Anderson County, they would tie for the same record. Because they won the head-to-head match, Gibbs would be the 2 seed, Anderson County would be the 3 seed. Depending on how that, it obviously plays out at Burley Stadium tonight, that means whoever is second would host Anderson County, whoever loses our game here tonight. If it's the other way, if it's Carter that beats Gibbs, then Anderson County would be 2, Carter would be 3, and then Carter would travel to whoever the 2 seed is. And obviously the 1 seed is going to play the 4 seed out of Region 3, I believe is correct.
So to slice it down to the nubbins, they say, if Gibbs wins tonight, we will play Anderson County at home next Friday night. If Carter wins tonight, we'll have Knox Carter again, as we've had more times than not, at Citizens Bank Stadium. Either way, what happens tonight, we will be at home next Friday night at a 7 o'clock kickoff, the opening round of the TSSAA playoffs. That is in, but tonight it's senior night, again at Burley Stadium, and so we'll take a break. Brought to you by Phil's Dreamville. We'll start looking at the numbers of these 2 football teams. We'll tell you it's a high-powered offense, the Greenville Green Devils. They come in averaging 49 points a game, giving up 11. The Cyclones averaging 34 points a game and giving up 15. So we'll do a lot of numbers for you here in the pregame. Brought to you by Phil's Dream Pit. By the way, if you've not had one, taking orders now for the hams and the turkeys from Phil's Dream Pit. Hickory smoked, and you cannot go wrong with them. They're taking orders now for the Thanksgiving and holiday season. If you're looking for numbers, again, Christmas Eve is 55 days away, so today is the 30th. So you're talking Thanksgiving is what, less than 30 days out? So now's the time to order, as we said, the hams and turkeys, hickory smoked, done on spot from Phil's Dream Pit. And, again, there's none better than the smoked ham, the smoked turkeys for the holidays, and now's the time to order those. Quick break. We'll be right back. Pre-game show continues. You're watching, or in this case tonight, audio only, listening to 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football. And the owner, how can you feed the team, feed the gang, feed folks for football season? What are options for Phil's?
You know, the great thing, we're set up, Tom, for events large or small, when you want to take things and make things easy. We have our dream packs to go that give you your meat, give you your choice of 3 sides, your buns, your barbecue sauce. You just throw that on a plate, and you're ready to go. So you can just set it out, set pans out for your friends to grab whatever they want. You're having a big party at your house for watch the Vols whip up on Syracuse or whoever it is they're playing this week, where we go in Tennessee, Alabama, whatever game it is, we've got you covered with those dream packs. And if you're going, you know what, I've got everybody bringing nachos and sides and all this little finger foods, but I want something a little more substantial, you can get meat by the pound, and we can set that up for you where you just have the meat and everybody can bring a side and get you ready to go. So meat by the pound or dream packs to go, either one. Great way to feed a bunch of people on a budget.
349-60 or 423-349-6437 is the number to call. Website is
philsdreampit.com. Also be looking for our Phil's Dream Pit food truck. You can follow where it's going to be set up at philsdreampit.com. We run that thing all over the Tri-Cities. We've got it in Elizabethton sometimes, Kingsport, Johnson City, over in Bristol occasionally. So wherever you are, follow the Phil's Dream Pit food truck. You can get the barbecue on the go there without having to drive out to Eastern Star.
lots of options. Great sponsor, Cyclone Sports and the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Give them a call. Let them take care of your next activity, next need, whatever it is, at Phil's Dream Pit. The quest for perfect barbecue. Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Tell us why. A lot of real estate companies out there. Why David Collins and Collins & Company?
Well, we service before and after the sale. I think that's a big thing. And follow through on phone calls. I think, and I have a lot of people just comment on how professional our website is, how professional our agents are, and what we do, and how we follow through with things. For instance, I'm not telling the name of a real estate company or anything like that. That's had a buyer that bought one of our houses through another agency, and she just called me. She said, my agent didn't show up at closing, didn't bring me any keys, we didn't do a final walkthrough. That's pretty sad. And, you know, I just want to let folks know, you come here, you're going to get service, you know, follow through. We're going to work through with you, follow you through the process, help you through the process. You don't have a lender. We've got lenders we recommend, attorneys for closing we recommend, and you get full service here.
End of story. Full service. Phone number to call?
423-543-5741.
A 97% closing ratio, folks. Collins & Company, great sponsor of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Back on the pregame show again, brought to you by Phil's Dream Pit. So everybody plays tonight. All of our region teams tonight are avoiding the Halloween tomorrow evening. Cherokee tonight at Northview Academy. Granger will be in Seymour. Sullivan East, the Patriots trying to get their first win of the season, wrapping things up down at Volunteer tonight against the Falcons. Of course, our game, Burley Stadium, the Cyclones, and the Greenville Green Devils. So you look at the Greenville Green Devil football team. Let's take a look at them first through the season. Again, beating Morristown West 35-0. Beat Upperman 41-33. Northview Academy in the region 49-0. Regional win over Seymour 49-6. Regional win at Sullivan East 63-0. At Sevier County, their only loss of the season at the Smoky Bears in the land of the Smoky Bears in Sevierville. They beat them 30-27, did Sevier County. Came back and beat Cherokee 62-7, beat Volunteer 42-7. Last week, last week, a 70-13 win over the Granger Grizzlies. So, they come in with a record of 8-1. The only loss was to Sevier County, 30-27 in Sevierville, averaging 49 points a game and giving up 11. For the Cyclones, of course, you know our story. We lose 27-20. A play here, a play there. Coach, we could have won that football game. You know that, and they know that. 27-20 the final. And so that was a game that would like to have that one back. Just 2 or 3 plays. I think could have been, could have been different than a football game. We'd be undefeated. We're not, but again, we showed ourselves well against Science. So that was when they had the lightning delay and came back, and Eddie and I worked that game. And so our Coach Pless, 27-20, we lose that one. But again, that was one that kind of got it started for us, a young football team. We came out of the gate and stubbed our toe. But after that, we've reeled off 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 in a row. And so we've shown ourselves good since that first game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's those are tough games for sure. And anytime you play Science Hill, it's tough. And so you're right, though. The lightning delay, they kind of were having their way with us there. The lightning delay, we went in, regrouped, and came back out and just put on a tremendous performance for that game. And like you said, had an opportunity to win it. At the end of the day, that's all you can ask for. But then win or lose, you got to put it behind you and move on to the next game. Unfortunately, it was a loss, but that's what the Cyclones have done very well the rest of the way, as you said, this point, reeling off 8 straight.
6 on the road this year. It'll be 6 at home next year. At Tennessee I, 26-21, beating in a home opener Westridge 21-19. At Volunteer, we win 31-21. At Cherokee, we win 30-7. Northview Academy 34-7. The Cyclones beat Granger at Granger 49-6. Hello to Melissa Trim. Thank you for watching. She says, hi, guys. Hello back to you. Again, Sullivan East 56-21. And last week, we beat Seymour 42-14 to set this battle up between the Cyclones and the Greenville Green Devils. Again, we are both 6-0, both 8-1 overall. They're ranked 2nd in the state. We're ranked number 6 in the state. Again, the winner will be at home all the way through the playoffs. It's a single elimination week by week. But as long as you keep winning, you'll be playing at home if you win this game tonight. The loser will get that first game at home and then travel, and it all after that gets into who wins and who loses, upsets and higher seeds, lower seeds. So if you win tonight, you take care of business, guarantee yourself at home the entire playoff starting next week. All the games will start at 7. We'll be at Citizens Bank Stadium next Friday night for the playoff opener against, again, we told you earlier, if Gibbs wins tonight, they're playing Knox Carter. If Gibbs wins, we will play Anderson County next Friday night. If Carter wins, we will play Knox Carter next Friday night at Citizens Bank. Is that correct?
The loser of this game will play them. So it depends on, if we win, we'll play the 4 seed from the other side. But it depends on how this game goes.
Yeah, our game and their game.
That's correct.
Yeah, so it's down to 4 teams.
That's right.
There we go.
There you go.
He has looked.
Did you cipher it there?
Yeah, he has tried to tell me 3 or 4 times. So he just now took his hands and says, let me say this again. So it's like, you ain't getting
this.
Get
a flow chart.
West Virginia, you ain't getting this. So
we need a PowerPoint. So after the game, I'll show you the PowerPoint.
There you go. So you've got the Cyclones in Greenville and Gibbs and Carter. That'll be determining who we play next week in the opening round of the playoffs at home. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. Again, this is the 82nd meeting tonight. Cyclones lead the series 43-37-1. Greenville's won the last 3 ball games. We've got to snap that string and get it turned back around our way. And, of course, we have lost, as we said, down. Again, we have played Burley 21-0. We lost 21-0 in 2022. We lost in Burley Stadium 2024 last year 41-7. Lost at our place in 2023 23-13. We've got to snap the string here. We hope that's tonight against a very powerful football team. We'll take a look at the stats and show you why they are who they are, averaging 49 points a game. But you know what? They're playing a team that's playing very well. How many, Coach, before we go to the break, how many teams in Northeast Tennessee lose your starting quarterback, lose your second-string quarterback, and down to your third-string quarterback, Bryson Blevins, the freshman, ninth grader, 9 touchdowns in 4 games. Not many schools have 3 quarterbacks on the depth chart. That speaks to me, the program and the system, if you will, at Elizabethton High School with the junior Cyclones and T.A. Duggar and the high school. So not many schools have 3 quarterbacks alone. They have the third one throwing 9 touchdowns in 4 games.
Yeah, there's none, Tom, but the Cyclones. And, again, like you said, that's a tribute and a compliment to the program. It's a compliment to Bryson and his work ethic, that he's worked very hard to be here and certainly deserves this opportunity. But, football's tough. Those things happen, and you have to have that next man up mentality. And, that's what they've done. Bryson's done his part as well. So I'm excited to see how all that plays out tonight. Maybe some people have written off the Cyclones because of that, but we certainly haven't, and just really looking forward to a great game tonight.
We'll break down the stats of both teams coming up next. Pregame show continues, brought to you by Phil's Dream Pit. You're listening to 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Really easy way to feed a family or a bunch of people. And we start them off at 4. Dream pack for 4 runs $32.99, gives you a pound of meat. You can do pulled pork or pulled chicken, either one at that price. 3 sides, it's a pint each, so it's a 4-ounce serving of meat, 4-ounce serving of 3 different sides. Gives you a really good meal that'll fill you up. It's not something that you eat and you're hungry later, an hour later. I'm going to include your buns, your barbecue sauce. Instead of picking up a pizza, come by here, pick up a Dream Pack. Your family will thank you. And if you need it for more people, the breakdown on it's $8.25 a person. 12 people, for instance, is $99. You'll see that advertising out from us in a lot of different places. Feed 12 people for $99. That gives you 2 pounds of meat, 1.5 quarts of each side. Still gives you the bun, still the barbecue sauce. Really, really popular. I had a group at Eastman just order a 16 for Wednesday. So you call us ahead. We can do as many people as you want. We do 100 people, 200 people. We'll put those in pans for you, or as few as 4. So in even numbers, however many you want, $8.25 a person. You can't beat it.
Cannot beat it, folks. Again, here at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. The phone number is 349-6437. Hours are open
11 to 7, Tuesday through Saturday. We take Sunday and Monday off, but we're here the rest of the week.
Social media
on Facebook, maybe Instagram later if one of my kids shows me how to use it, but right now it's on Facebook. That's where people watch you, so we'll figure they've got it here.
And the website is?
Website is philsdreampit.com.
You got it.
I see a familiar face here. Looks like he's ready to talk to you.
He is.
That's
our buddy Jeff.
Going to talk some NASCAR, I'm betting.
That's our buddy Brian Pipkin, the owner of Phil's Dream Pit, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. In downtown Elizabeth, and proud sponsor Cyclones, the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Holiday season shopping, you want to come here to the Eagle Center and do your Christmas shopping. Tell us why.
We just have a building full of anything you could want. We have very unique items. My vendors are very great at searching out unique things that you won't find just everywhere, and some things that are good for every person on your shopping list.
Mm-hmm. What's your slogan?
We like to say that things tell a story when people no longer can. Have a lot of things in this building that tell stories of the past, and things that just add a lot of interest to your decor.
2 stories, over 50 vendors. Hours are open?
We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5.
How do we find you on social media?
And we're on Facebook as Eagle Center Co-op and on Instagram as Eagle Center Antiques.
Holiday shopping's here, folks. Do your Christmas shopping here in downtown and Elizabeth and Eagle Center. Be loyal, buy local, and buy it from the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton. Back on the pregame, brought to you by, again, Phil's Dream Pit. Let's take a look at our football team. Good? Perfect. All right. Let's look at our football team. Let's start again with Bryson Blevins, as we told you. What a job this kid's doing. 579 yards for the freshman, averaging 14 yards a throw, 193 yards a game. passing the football, 9 touchdowns. Again, Blevins with a touchdown in Northview, 3 touchdowns at Granger, 4 touchdowns against Sullivan East, and a touchdown last week to Zach Wallen against Seymour. So a total of 9 touchdown throws for Bryson Blevins. His favorite receivers on the team, I should say, for this season. Zach Wallen, 47 catches, 677 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Justice Wallen, we call him the Mule. Again, the Cyclones with 5 touchdowns on the season. And let's run down his numbers, too. For Wallen, Justice has made 20 catches for 322 yards. Jack Blevins, 28 catches, 290 yards. And again, we're averaging 13 yards a catch as a team, 197 yards a game passing the football for the Cyclones. Running the football, we got a bunch of guys back here toting the mail. C.J. Mathis, 3 touchdowns last week, and C.J. on the season now. Mathis with 7 touchdowns. He's averaging 5 yards a carry, 346 yards. William McDuffie injured last week. Hope to have him back tonight. Looks like he will be. 234 yards, averaging 9 yards a carry. Legend Pate, 4 yards a carry. The Mule, Justice Wallen, 5 yards a carry. The Train, couple of touchdowns last week. He's averaging 4 yards a carry. Our team averaging 4.5 yards a carry on the football and 123 yards a game rushing the football for the Elizabethton Cyclones. Then you look on the defensive side of the football. Me, oh my, we got 13 guys in double-digit tackles. 13, that's awesome. And so it goes like this, led by the guy that he's a warrior. Braden Rainwater, hurt last year for the Betterment, had to have knee surgery, missed a lot of the season, going both ways this year. Leads us with 68 tackles. Justice Wallen out of the linebacker spot at 64. By the way, Rainwater on the defensive line with the Cyclones. Wallen, 64 tackles. Then you look up and see C.J. Mathis with 28 tackles. Then you have the Train, J-Bird or J-Train with 23 tackles. Then you keep right on trucking down the line. You have you've got Legend Pate, the freshman, with 22 tackles. Zach Wallen with 21. Jack Blevins with 21. You've got Kyler McGovern with 19. You have Lennox Loveday, the sophomore, with 13. You have Tucker Taylor with 13. You have William McDuffie with 17. Braylon Britt with 15. So you got, all told, 15 guys with 13 guys, I should say, and double-digit tackles for the Cyclone defense. So an area which we keep getting better in, that would be the kickoff and punt returns. Kickoff returns, you have C.J. Mathis averaging 25 yards a kick on 3 returns, on 11 returns, I should say, averaging 25 yards a return. Braylon Britt on 3 returns, 42 yards on the average. Zach Wallen is returning it on a 36-yard average on 2 kickoff returns. And then Justice Wallen is averaging 21. So all told, the Elizabethton football team, 24 yards on the average on the kickoff return, which is a huge number in high school football. Punts, we're averaging right around 12, making 13 yards on the return on a punt. And again, the punter for our football team right now. Again, our third punter, Slagle out, Whitehead out, Zach Wallen, 2 punts in the 9 games. He's only had to punt twice. Zach Wallen averaging 43 yards a punt for the Elizabethton Cyclones. So that's kind of the tale of the tape as we get into this football game tonight, taking on the Greeneville Green Devils, as you know. And, of course, on their side of the field, they got some weapons. Mr. Football, again, Zayden Anderson, who is already committed to play for the Tennessee Volunteers, and Josh Heupel, 947 yards on 30 catches, 15 touchdowns this season, an average of 31 yards a catch. This guy's a load. He's a handful. He's not very big. Anderson, only 6 feet, 165, but obviously has some wheels, and so that's going to be a major concern for our football team tonight. He has 1,173 all-purpose yards and a punt return touchdown in addition to an interception, 16 tackles and 3 pass breakups on defense. He goes both ways. Also, Terrion Clardy for Greeneville, 342 yards receiving and 5 touchdowns. Cole Franklin has caught 20 passes for 266 yards. He scored 4 times himself for the Greeneville Green Devils. They start and stop and get and go, of course, with their quarterback, Caden Ball. He is the top rusher on the team. And he is also passing the ball 73 out of 96 for 1,744 yards and 26 touchdowns. He's only been intercepted once all season. He's also, as a leading rusher, 699 yards and 9 touchdowns. They also use Maddox Bishop, 363 yards, and Jude Dyer, 317 yards rushing. So it's a three-headed monster. Caden Ball, Maddox Bishop, and Jude Dyer running the football for Greenville. For the Cyclones, you got a five-headed monster. C.J. Mathis. You also have the Justice Wallen. And you also have, for the Cyclones, running the football, as we said, the monster being three-headed, four-headed sometimes, because we can bring them. C.J. Mathis, William McDuffie, Legend Pate. Also, you have back there again Bryson Blevins running it himself. Justice Wallen and the J-Trains. We got, 5, 6 guys, so we have multiple weapons toting the mail tonight. So it's really going to come down to, and we'll get coaches' thoughts in a minute, it really is going to come down to who wins it in the trenches. Eddie Pless says it every week. Richard Van Huss says it every week. That's pretty much the way it is. Who is going to win it in the trenches tonight? Who can hold off the other team's line to give their quarterback protection, to run their offense tonight in less than ideal conditions? It's cold, or it's cool. I don't think it's necessarily cold. It's probably, it's cold. And so it's cold, and it's raining, it's wet. It's a wet football. And, again, I say this every time there's a big game like this. Special teams will come up big tonight. A muff punt, a fumbled punt, a blocked field goal, something going to be big in special teams. And so I think the weather's going to, for the first time this season, we're playing in less than ideal conditions. We've had beautiful fall weather all week and all season long. And so this week it's changed, obviously. And so I saw coming down here that Mount Mitchell actually talking about getting some snow over the weekend. So not down where we are, of course, but up in the higher elevations, it's changed. So certainly think, at least I think tonight, the weather's going to be play a part, and the special teams very much play a part in this football game tonight. More of the pregame show after this from Brumman Sports Shop. You are listening to 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football. Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabethton, Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton. Double C Western Supply in Elizabethton, your Cowboy store, and so much more. We have shoes and boots for guys and gals. We have kids' boots and shoes for the little people, too. Ball caps, Marriott Wrangler, and a large selection of Huey. We have purses, billfolds, handbags. We carry a full line of Montana Silversmith jewelry. We have both Lane Frost and Huey cologne and perfumes. We even have several styles of rugs to choose from, and a large kids section full of boots and shoes and jeans and dresses and even stuffed animals. And jeans, and more jeans, both work and casual for guys and gals. Ariat and Wrangler in all sizes and styles. T-shirts for men, women, and kids. For cold weather, we have fleece tops and sweaters. And racks full of men's shirts, including the George Strait line from Wrangler. Short sleeve and long sleeve shirts for men and women. Vests and jackets for the cold days and nights for the guys and the ladies. We have a full line of tack and cowboy hats for cowboys and cowgirls, along with belts and a great selection of saddles. So you see, it is a cowboy store and more. Double C Western Supply, Railroad Street, Elizabethton. Find us on Facebook and at doublecwesternsupply.com. And so the coin toss has happened. We won the coin toss and declined, so we will get the second half kickoff. We'll give the football to them first. Coach, keys tonight to win this football game. Again, it's as the Green Devils come out of the field, ready to go through their helmet, ready to bring it to you here from Burley Stadium. So what are the keys tonight for the Cyclones to get this big, big win and get back home and establish home field advantage for the playoffs?
Well, obviously, I think it would be big for the Cyclones if they can score early. But the biggest thing to me throughout the game is we have to play clean, especially on the offensive end. We can't put ourselves in long situations, put ourselves behind the sticks, second long, third and long, in situations like that. We need to play clean on offense. Defensively, we've got to do a great job of tackling. We've got to try to eliminate or minimize the big play. They certainly have the big play capabilities, And, at times we've had propensity to maybe give up some big plays. So we have to find a way to slow that down. If we do that and we don't put ourselves in those long yardage situations on offense, I think the Cyclones have a great opportunity tonight to pull off what some people may think is an upset.
Yep, and so that's what we got going on here, folks. We're excited about it. Thanks for being with us wherever you may be across, as the late Rush Limbaugh would say, across the fruited plain. So, again, it's game time temperature right about 47 degrees with the wind. Puts it down to the upper 30s, and so we're not that far away from kickoff. We're ready to go. Again, the other games tonight we're watching, Gibbs and Carter, that's a biggie. And our game, and of course, as we said, you're just tuning into us, that will determine who we play next week, again, on the opening round of the TSSAA playoffs. So Carter and Gibbs, will keep track of that one down in Knoxville, being played at Gibbs tonight. And so that is the other big game, and as we said, we'll start next week. Vela, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Let's say hello to some folks real quick before we go to the break and get ready for the kickoff. Dickie Clark, hello to you, sir. Vela Tester, Andrew Presnell, Catherine Johnson, Mike Ward, Regina Shepard, also Holly Pendergrass, Judy Scalf, Joni Laws, got a hug from Joni today at Eastside Elementary. Hello, lady. Thank you. Hope you get to feeling better. Dennis Turbyville. Hello to Doug Holshut. Johnny Markland, Terry Chambers, Teresa Parlier. Let's see who else. William Armstrong, Becky Irvin in Kingsport, Catherine Johnson, Andrew Vance, and Terry Chambers. And let's squeeze in one more here. Sky Rodbach. Hope I said it right. Rodbach. Danny Blevins and Diana Sales. You know her, don't you, Coach?
I do.
Yeah, she's a good one. And also Terry Chambers and Sean Bear and Olivia Dean. Thank you all for, again, being with us here. Audio only. Hello to Steve McCauley. Thank you, sir, for being with us. So we're getting ready to kick this puppy off, get rolling. Again, the 82nd meeting, and so back deep for Greenville will be number 3, Kane Ricker. And so the Cyclones, and they're traveling white tonight, white helmets. And so folks say it's a permanent thing. It is not. It's actually something you snap on the black helmet. We still have the black helmet.
Yeah.
This is a snap-on kind of a cover.
Like a shell type.
A shell, yep. There's the Cyclones, and they're traveling white. Black numerals trimmed out in orange. Cyclones across the front. Greenville in all green, getting ready. We won the coin toss, and we will defer, and we'll get the ball in the second half. So William Bowers, who is an expert, to say the least, at kicking the ball into the end zone. Hope that's going to be the case tonight. It's a wet football. It's a cold football. It's a cold night in Greenville. So here we go for the 82nd meeting between the Cyclones and the Greenville Green Devils. Here's the kick, and it's underway. It's a high end-over-end kick. It'll be into the end zone, and guess what? It's an automatic touchback. We say this every time, Coach. You cannot put a dollar value or an importance on an automatic kickback in high school football.
Absolutely. There's always that opportunity on a kickoff that you could have a bust in your coverage. Someone gets out of their lanes, and it turns into a big play, and you just eliminate that possibility when you kick it into the end zone.
So it's 1st and 10 Greenville. They'll set up shop on the 20-yard line at all green. And so, again, the quarterback is a dandy. He is Caden Ball, B-A-U-G-H. He is a senior at 6 feet. Leading rusher, leading passer, of course, or the leading passer and leading rusher. He'll work with a single setback coming off the left side. He'll bounce it upside, and he'll cut in the back of the outside. And the keeper, he's going to be sacked at the 20-yard line. So Ball faked the dive. Coach kept it himself, and right there to drop him was C.J. Mathis, who continues to impress defensively. No gain on the play. Great play.
Absolutely. That was a great play right there. They didn't bite on the fake up the middle right there. C.J. stayed at home, made a great play.
No gain, 2nd down, 11:37 mark to go, opening period. Cyclones defending first in the 4-man front. We got the horses, just about everybody's healthy with the exception of Whitehead. We got them in there. Ball will come out the bubble screen to the near side, caught at the 15 to the 20, 25, tripped up near sideline 30. Look out, he's got running room. He may go down the near sideline. He's off to the races. No flags. It could be a touchdown of 80 yards on the pass to Cole Franklin on the bubble screen. Let's see if it counts. No penalty flags. It sticks, and Greenville strikes first on the second play of the football game on an 80-yard strike from Ball to Cole Franklin. He avoids the tackle. We had him at the 22-yard line. He slips away. Tippy-toes down the near sideline, is gone for a touchdown. Greenville scores first at the early 11-17 mark. Coach, nice piece of running by Cole Franklin. We had him, but he got away and scores a touchdown.
Yeah, we kind of talked about that in the pregame again, Tom, trying to limit those big plays, and they were able to do it on play number 2.
So the point after, ball down, it's up, it's end over end. It's got blocked. We got hands on it, and we blocked the point after. Great job of the Cyclones. That may come back big in this football game. We'll get our first look at the offense for the Cyclones. We trail 6-0. You're listening to 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Second play from scrimmage, they score. Greenville leads at 6-0. The point after was blocked, and so the Cyclones get the first look at the 11:10 mark to go in the first quarter. Again, a cold, damp night here, and a football night on a Friday or Thursday night. I keep on saying Friday night on the Thursday night. So, again, everybody in our league playing tonight in our region, and we'll keep scores updated. Of course, we're keeping an eye on the Gibbs and Carter score down in Knoxville because that outcome will be big in our outcome. We get ready here for the playoffs starting next Friday night. We will be at home at a 7 o'clock kickoff. Greenville moves it away, leading 6-0. It'll be an end-over-end kick. It'll go deep. It'll be an automatic touchback, but they're going to return it. It actually comes out of the 1. He'll go to the 15, to the 20, and falls forward to about the 23-yard line. C.J. Mathis, again, with a return of about 23 yards on the kickoff return, which is just about our average for the team. Nice job with C.J. to bring it out. And so, Coach, here we go. We set up shop. Yeah, we're averaging 23.5 yards on the kickoff return. We got just about that. So the men in white get ready to go here. We're in all white, black numerals trimmed out in orange, and the Cyclone offensive unit out on the field led by the freshman, Bryson Blevins. And so let's see what we do here in the opening drive offensively, trailing 6-0 at the 11:04 mark here in the first period. You've got Blevins will roll out looking, dumps a pass, caught, turns upfield to the 25. He's got positive real estate 30. He's to the 35 to the 37-yard line. Nothing fancy. The tight end dump to Justice Wallen. Coach gets big real estate for a double C Western Supply first down. Nice pass. Nothing fancy. Picked it up, 15 yards first down.
Yeah, that's a huge play. Certainly a confidence booster there for Blevins to make a nice throw out in the flats. And again, like you said, Justice was able to break a couple tackles in a really nice game on first down.
Picks out actually to the 36-yard line. Picks up 16 on the pass play from Blevins to Justice Wallen. Cyclones were averaging 13 yards a catch, and so we do that and add a little bit more to our average here. So from the 36-yard line, a little breathing room. Greenville shows a 4-man front. 6-0 Greenville first quarter. Handoff. No, he'll keep it himself. Blevins throws out in the flat, caught and dropped. And again, that was intended for Justice Wallen again, lining up in that tight end slot, Coach. And again, dropped the ball, incomplete pass. He had pressure from big old 77, Zorian Harris, 6'1", 291, the senior, bearing down on him, incomplete pass, and brings up second down at the 36-yard line. First quarter, 6-0 Greenville.
Again, I like the mix-up so far, doing some misdirection things. When you play an athletic team on defense like Greenville, you want to try to do some of those things to slow them down. A nice job so far.
So it's a second down. Blevins, three-step drop looking. Bryson throws over the middle, and it's high and incomplete, intended to Wallen. And so that almost hit the official. So he's right in the middle of the field. A misfire brings up a third down now. 3rd and 10 Cyclones. 10:09 mark first quarter. And Bryson just shot a little high on that pass.
Yeah, it looks like there may have been a little confusion there, too, on the route. We had a couple of receivers in the same area there, but you're right. He threw it a little high there. Justice wasn't able to reel it in.
3rd down and 10, Cyclones at our own 36-yard line, trailing 6-0 first quarter at the 10:09 mark. He'll put 3 to the far side, the wide side of the field, a single setback, and Blevins automobilizing line of scrimmage. Bryson, the freshman, ready to go here. Single setback. He'll bring it on a 3rd down and 10. Looking, throws out in the flat and overthrew his man, incomplete. And it brings up a 4th down. It sailed on him just a bit, Blevins, and so he'll have to punt it away. So we had 1 good pass and 3 that were high, and so those are correctable mistakes, Coach, but we'll punt the football away And so Greenville gets the ball back, leading 6-0 at the 10:04 mark in the first quarter.
Yeah, we were able to pick up a first down there, move it off the, outside the 20 there, and now up to about the 37-yard line. So not a bad first drive there. Get those jitters out of the way and get ready to play.
Zach Wallen will punt it away. He's averaging on the 2 punts he's had to do this season 43 yards a punt. He'll stand at his, 24-yard line, low snap to bring an heat, and he just gets it off. It'll go down the field. It'll knock a ball around and roll down the field inside the 30. Keeps rolling for the Cyclones down to the 25. C.J. Mathis will let it go on down to about the 23-yard line and down it. That's where Greenville will set up shop. Again, second down, or second offensive set, I should say, for the Greenville Green Devils. Leading 6-0 on an 80-yard pass from Cole Franklin, from Caden Ball to Cole Franklin on the bubble screen. Down the near sideline for 80 yards. Point after was blocked, and so the Cyclones again now will go defensively out for the second time at the 9:51 mark in the first period. So Greenville, nothing fancy, Coach. They're just playing basically stay-at-home fundamental football, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I think the Cyclones had some opportunities to move the ball there, just wasn't able to complete the balls.
Handoff up the field, starting at, they'll move it at about to the 24-yard line will be the line of scrimmage. They'll pop it up to about the 29-yard line. Running back will be Maddox Bishop for the Greenville Green Devils. Maddox Bishop, a 5'8", 160 senior. Linebackers got him. He'll pick up about 4 on the play. He'll put it to the 30-yard line. Clock at 9:29 first quarter. We trail 6-0. Second down and 6, Greenville on their own, right around the 30-yard line. Handoff on the sweep. Turns up the field. Again, it's Bishop, and he'll ride it out to about the 31, 32-yard line. Tackle made that time. Let's see who makes the stop. It'll be credited to Calix Daughtery, our sophomore defensive end, making the stop. It's Daughtery, Riley Jones, Braden Rainwater, and McGovern out there for the front four for the Elizabethton Cyclones. So it brings up a 3rd and 2 on the sweep. Again, they gave it to Maddox Bishop. And so he gets it out to about, the 33-yard line. Third down, a yard and a half. They're going to call it 2. 8:50 to go, first quarter, 6-0 Greenville. Big play here. Cyclones can stop them and get the ball back. Ball will hand off. No, he'll keep it himself. He gets popped. He gets the first down to the 35 to knock back. He crosses the 35. He faked the dive, kept it himself. The quarterback keeper. Tackle made again by Calix Daughtery. But, Coach, they got the first down to move the sticks.
Yeah, they did. Picking up 6 yards on first down and then making that 3rd and short. Cyclones played it pretty well, but need to try to do a little bit better job on first and second down to get them in a 3rd and long situation.
8:23 first quarter, 6-0 Greenville. So they've got the first down. They'll set up shop on their, 33-yard line. Here they come. They'll toss on the bubble. I shouldn't say the jet sweep coming this way. And wrapped up in the backfield, they got him. Great read. Tucker Taylor didn't make the stop. Also making the stop was Braylon Britt and also Kyler McGovern, but Tucker blew that play up. Great job, Tucker Taylor got in behind him, Coach, and makes the stop. No huddle offense for Greenville. Here we go quickly on a second down call now. So they'll mark the football on the loss of play back to the 36-yard line, loss of a couple. Ball will throw out Cott, spins him loose, 40 near sideline, and he'll be bounced out of bounds down the near sideline. Catch made by Taryn Clarity, the second leading receiver on the team. Clarity makes the catch, bounces out of bounds on the near sideline. They'll move the sticks out to about the 48-yard line. So pick up, Coach, of about, 13, 14 yards?
Yeah, once again, we had a missed tackle there at the right at the point of attack right there on the catch, and we've just got to try to do a better job of wrapping those guys up on the first tackle.
Clock 7:39 first quarter, 6-0 Greenville. Their second offensive set. 1st and 10 on their own 48-yard line. Near hash mark to work right to left. It'll be Ball. He'll hand off to Bishop. Bishop tries to go east to west, tries to slide up in there. And again, it's brought down by Braden Rainwater and Legend Pate, bringing him down. Great read by our guys, Coach. He tried to kind of slide down the line, and we were right there to stonewall him and stop him for no gain.
Yeah, Braden did a great job right there, as you said, fighting through the block and was into the backfield and tackled him before he can get ahead of steam. That was a nice play.
So the ball's at the 48, no gain. 2nd and 10, Greenville on their own 48-yard line, leading 6-0. 7:13 to go in the period. 3 to the far side, the wide side of the field. They work right to left here. Again, and Greenville at Burley Stadium on the keeper ball. Ball will fake the dive, keep it. He'll spin his way downfield 50, inside the 45, down to about the 44-yard line. Jack Blevins makes a stop for the Cyclones, but not before on the keeper. Ball, the team's leading rusher, came in with 699 yards, and he picks himself up 9 yards and marked the football down inside the Cyclone 45 to the 44-yard line. 3rd and 1 now for Greenville. So Ball, pretty slippery, Coach. He is not that big, but Caden Ball's at 6'1", 180, but he's a slippery running back quarterback. He'll hand off this time to Bishop. Bishop goes off the right side, powers his way, keeps pushing, and he'll take it all the way down and finally gets slung down to the 31-yard line. Man, they had him stopped, and he just kept coming, kept driving those legs to his credit, and he powers himself down inside for another big first down for the Greenville Green Devils. On a nice run, he just refused to hit the pile, refused to go down. He'll take it down inside the 40, still down to the 35, and finally brought down to the 31-yard line. Picks up 11, and a Greenville first down here at the Cyclone Worthy Market, Coach. 31-yard line?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
31-yard line, 1st and 10, 5:55 to go in the period. Greenville to move here, leading 6-0 in the first quarter. Single setback is Bishop. Ball will fake it to him, bubble screen to the near side. Anderson will blow the play up and stop it right there. Probably legal procedure more than likely.
It looked like they had about 3 people moving forward, leaning forward. I'm really surprised they call that. Quite often they let them get away with that, which I think is a big advantage for the offense. So that's a great call early in the game.
So Caden Ball's been the man so far for Greenville, the quarterback, leading rusher, and showing you why. Of course, he's the passer and does a wonderful job passing the football as their quarterback. And also, as we said, the team's leading rusher at 699 yards. Very deceptive. Penalty goes back and makes it a 1st and 15. Now go back to about the 36-yard line. Clock 5:35 first quarter. Greenville leads 6-0. Cyclones showing the 4-man front. Loveday up front now, along with Rainwater and Riley Jones and Calix Daughtery. So on a 1st and 15 from the 36-yard line, Greenville. Working right to left. Ball, step back, wants to throw. Plants now. He'll run out of the pocket, 35-30, and he'll go back in the middle of the field and gets popped 2 or 3 times, stays on his feet. They finally bring him down at the 25-yard line. Coming up at the bottom of the play for the Elizabethton Cyclones will be Jack Blevins making a stop. And again, looked like the train was there as well, so they'll move the football, Coach. And let's see, they'll mark it down to about the 26-yard line?
Yeah, right there around the 26.
Yeah, picks up about 10 on the play on the keeper. And so 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side, single setback for Greenville. On a 2nd down and 4, ball throws near side, caught. He'll go to the 25, stays on his feet to the 20, down to about the 18-yard line. Tackle made by Jack Blevins and Tucker Taylor, but the catch made by number 5, Taryn Clarity. So for all the hype we heard about Zayden Anderson, he's yet to touch football for Greenville. It's interesting.
Yeah, it is. That is, and I'm sure they're going to have a hard time holding him down. Looks like we have a penalty here.
There's a flag on the play at the 4:47 mark in the period. Personal foul, Greenville.
That's a big call.
Yep, it is a big call. That's against the Green Devils. They'll take it back down the field. That's a 15-yarder. And they'll mark it back down to the 30, cross the 35. They'll put it back at the 36-yard line. Huge penalty. They had gotten positive real estate down inside the red zone at about the 18-yard line. They'll mark it back downfield on a personal foul against the Green Devils. Back to the Cyclone 36-yard line. Clock starts back up. 4:35 to go in the period. We trail 6-0. So ball with a single setback. 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. He wants to throw. Steps up, throws, nope, pumps it, fakes it, runs it. He'll go to the 30, down the middle of the field to the 25, down inside to about the 23. Tackled there by Justice Wallen and also Braylon Britt making a stop. But again, this kid is slippery, Coach. I guess is the way you would describe him. And so he tucks it. Everything was sealed off passing. He had to run it. Got positive real estate.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. He's done a good job so far. And the secondary coverage has been really good for the Cyclones. We've just not been able to get any pressure on him, and then he's found a lane and been able to dart through. And on that play, picked up 14, so it's 3rd and 1.
3:53 to go. They start the clock back up on a wet, cold night in Greenville. At the 3:49 mark, we trail 6-0. Ball at the 23-yard line for the Green Devils on a 3rd and 1. Ball will run it himself, and the keeper turns the corner. He'll get in through, and he'll pop it and get a first down. They popped him, and then he fell forward, making a stop finally for the Cyclones, the train, but there's another flag on the play. So let's see, hold everything. They got the first down to the Cyclone 21-yard line, but the man in the white hat says hold everything. It's going to be against illegal shift against the Greenville Green Devils. Will bring it back, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. Another big play. Like you said, the Cyclones have done a great job stringing that play out. But just so far, the difference in the ball game has been our ability to tackle their guys, the first defender there. So have another opportunity here, 3rd and 7, to try to get a stop.
They'll mark the football back at the 20, 27, 28-yard line. 3rd down and 7 Cyclones. Trail 6-0, 3:24 to go in the opening period. Ball looking looking, wants to throw, tippy-toeing to the near side, and he'll tuck it and go. He's tripped up. Great stop by Wallen. He kind of tripped him up, and he got a couple of more yards, but he had big real estate. Just as Wallen slammed the door and knocked the slats off underneath him, and he doesn't get what he wanted. A nice stop by Wallen.
Yeah, there's so far it looks like he's really wanting to find a lane to run, even when he drops back to throw. He's looking to run first, and we did a great job right there again, coverage in the secondary, giving him nowhere to throw, and did a great job collapsing on him and stopping him short of the first down.
Fourth down and 7. Actually, 4th and 3, my apology. At 2:44 to go, the ball's on the 26-yard line. 4th down and 3. Ball looking, throws. It's going to be a comeback catch. Did he make the catch? He did not, or did he? Let's see. Did he give him credit for the catch? He came back and dove for it. And let's see if it looks like they did give it to him. First down. He juggled up for momentarily as he got hit. He was the old comeback route. Went down the field, turned around, came right back. And, again, ball hit him in the numbers. Clarity's got the first down, I think. Let's see. Yep, he does. They'll mark the football right at the, 20-yard line? Is that correct?
21.
21-yard line. 1st and 10, Greenville. 2:19 to go in the period. We trail 6-0. So the Cyclones, again, will defend up. Our defense has been out there a lot already in the first quarter. We trail 6-0. On the handoff to Dyer off the left side of the 15. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. Spins his way in. Touchdown for that would be Bishop. Maddox Bishop with the touchdown for Greenville. From 21 yards out, he broke it off the left side, and so Bishop gets the handoff. He'll work between the guard and the tackle. Got big running room, 15 to the 10 to the 5. Spins his way to the 5 and takes it in. Touchdown Greenville. On a time-controlling, certainly successful drive to get points at the 1:57 mark in the period. And a 21-yard run by Bishop makes it a 12-0 football game. Point after attempt by Samuel Gorley, the kicker for the Green Devils. We got our hand on the last one. This one's up, and it is true and in. And it's 13-0 Greenville first quarter. You're listening to 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
In a world where cluttered trash and debris threaten your property, one man is ready to save the day. He's Container Man, your dumpster delivery superhero. Need to clear out your garage? Call Container Man. Remodeling your home? Call Container Man. Demolition waste taking over your job site? Call Container Man. From minor to major projects, Container Man has the perfect size dumpster for every task. With lightning fast delivery and the customer service of a locally owned company, he will help you restore order to your world. When you're ready to fight cluttered trash and debris, call Container Man.
13-0 Greenville in the first quarter. Cyclones need to get an offensive drive, get it rolling here. We trail 13-zip on a Cole Franklin 80-yard pass from Ball. And then a Maddox Bishop just now 21-yard run. Point after good, 13-0. Cyclones will get the ball back. 1:57 to go in the opening quarter. We trail 13-0. And, Coach, this is an important drive with the Cyclone football team right now. We got to keep the defense off the field, get down the field, and get some points, and take it in here in the closing moments of the first quarter.
Absolutely. We just settle the nerves down and just refocus right here. Each player do their job on each assigned play, and we're going to get back into it one play at a time.
We're back at the bank next Friday night, folks. The opening round of the TSSAA playoffs, 7 o'clock kickoff. The opponent to be determined after tonight's games. On the kick, it's going to be a returnable football taken on the fly at the 7. He'll go to the 10 to the 15. He'll go to the 20, tries to cut outside, gets to about the 24-yard line. Braylon Britt on the return for the Cyclones to the 24, and it's the 1st and 10 Cyclones there, trailing 13-0 first quarter at the 1:51 mark here in the opening stanza. Again, the Cyclones and the Green Devils meeting for the 82nd time. We lead the series 43-37. Has been one tie in the 81 meetings of this great rivalry. So the Cyclones from the 24-yard line. Let's see what we can do offensively. We had a couple of misfires by Blevins earlier. See if Bryson he had open targets, just threw it high to his intended receivers. Let's see what we do here. Blevins will hand off, coming up the middle, spins his way. He'll take it to about the 25, maybe to the 26-yard line. That's as far as he'll get. Tackle made by Greenville, and that would be the running back was Legend Pate, the freshman, and the tackle was made by, we call out the name of 54, Bishop Merriweather, 6'4", 350, senior. That's a hoss. Picks up 2 to the 26-yard line. Second down and about 8, 1:25 to go in the period. We trail 13-0. So you have Legend Pate, the freshman back there, playing in the big game tonight, the regional championship. Only a ninth grader. Our quarterback, a ninth grader. Our future is bright for our football program. Play action, Blevins throws out in the flat. That's going to be knocked down or intercepted. It's been picked. It got picked off. Interception. It was done by Tegan Begley, the transfer from Dobbins-Bennett, with a pick. And so Greenville gets the ball back with 1:06 to go in the period on a Begley interception. And Greenville has the ball right back, Coach, in perfect field condition. They're deep in our field. Let's see, it's going to be the pick by Begley at about the 29-yard lines. Will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, he did a nice job dropping right in there. And I think he was underneath. Bryson didn't see him and threw the ball just a little bit short, and he was there for the pick. It was hard to see if maybe he had maybe bobbled the ball or dropped it, but the official said he caught it.
1st and 10, 29-yard line. Greenville's got the ball on our 29 with 1:06 to go in the period. We trail 13-0. Greenville with the lead and the football on the turnover. On the handoff to Bishop. Bishop will crack it to the right side and met by white jerseys. Great read. Way to drop him for nothing on the play. Maybe one of the best. Riley Jones at the bottom of the pile along with Kyler McGovern and also Legend Pate and also Zach Wall. And 4 got him, Coach. Good read on our defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Good solid tackle right there, and that's what we got to have more of.
No gain on the play on the 29-yard line. 44 seconds to go in the period. We trail 13-0. So it's a 2nd and 10 from the Cyclone 29-yard line. Man in motion comes from far side to near side and sets up. He'll hand off to Bishop. No ball will keep it himself.
Nice.
He's brought down. Great read on the tackle. Riley Jones, the senior defensive end, grabbed him from behind, Coach. Wouldn't let him get up the field. And a great tackle by Riley Jones for the Cyclones.
Yeah, again, that's what we talked about in those early drives. We just weren't tackling, and we've tackled this drive, and look where we are. It's 3rd and long. That's where we want them to be. We just have to finish this off right here and at least hold them to a potential field goal.
They may let this clock trickle down the yard till the end of the quarter. It will be done after 1 here. It is 13-0 Greenville. And so we'll get ready for the second half of this, or second period of this football game. We'll take a break and be right back. 1 in the books. Greenville leads 13-0. You're listening to 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football. One of our great sponsors on Cyclone football, again, the great folks at Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so you know I like food. I know good food, and Ivy Hall specializes in home-cooked meals, three good meals a day. You can catch me every day right at the door getting my tray myself.
There you go. That's awesome. How do we find out more about Ivy Hall on social media?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or a website, ivyhallnursing.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Start the second period. Richard Van Ness, yours truly, Tom Taylor, again at the 27-yard line, Greenville, after the interception by Tegan Begley. The transfer from Dobbins-Bennett. So we start the second quarter down 13-0. Coach, your take so far in this first 12 minutes of the ball game?
Well, just a little nerves again. The difference so far in 2 of their touchdowns is just some missed tackles on the Cyclones. And, again, we've cleaned that up so far in this series, and it brings up 3rd and long. So this is a big play right here. If we can somehow get a stop right here, I really think that'll give us some momentum going in the second quarter.
Larry Moreland says, leave it all on the field. Dig deep, boys. That's a good motto, sir. Here comes the screen. Noah throws down the far sideline. He overshoots his man. It's Anderson out there. He was way down the field and way overthrown down there to cover him. Good job of Zach Wallen. That's Zayden Anderson. First look at him tonight, the Tennessee commitment down the near sideline on the bomb, and it's an incomplete pass. Overshot his man by about 5 or 6 yards. Good coverage by Zach Wallen. Zach's got the height advantage, this coach, when they go down there one-on-one, and this time was a misfire with the quarterback.
Yeah, it was a little hitch and go right there, and he was able to get by the corner. But like you said, Zach came over there, but the ball was just overthrown. Looks like they're going for it on 4th down.
4th down and 7 from our 27-yard line to the 19 to move the sticks. Ball's on the quarterback keeper. He's got it. And then some. He may go all the way in. He does. Touchdown, Greenville. The 4th down and 7. Ball keeps it and scampers in from 27 yards out. And so the Greenville Green Devils jump out big here in the first half, and they now lead it to the tune for the Greenville Green Devils and a runner by Ball. This guy is slippery good at the 11:47 mark in the first half. And so it's a 19-0 lead now as Ball takes it in from, 27 yards out. Ball on the run for the keeper with the touchdown for Greenville. They lead 19-0 in the first half. Ball down, it's up, it's end over end. It is good, 20-0 Greenville. First half, we'll be right back. You're listening to 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Millions of dollars of furniture in stock right now. Are you tired of hearing what you want is sold out? We have the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the area. We receive truckloads every day of special buys ready for you to pick up today or have delivered. Come get your new furniture at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher. Our butchers offer special orders, custom cuts, and even entire meal recommendations. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
I bet he'd be great at wrapping presents.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
$20-0 in favor of Greenville at the 11:47 mark of the first half. The Green Devils will kick it away again. And so, Coach, it's real simple. We're down 20-0. Defense has been on the field a lot here in the first half. We've got to get a sustained drive, get some points on the board. We're not out of the woods yet, but this is a big, big possession for the Cyclones.
It sure is. It sure is. Again, with the things that are going on, we can certainly clean up. It's just we've got to get focused and clean up those things. It's all things that are fixable. Again, Ball, as you mentioned, he's a really good athlete, and when he drops back to throw, he's looking to run if he has the opportunity. So we've got to sit on that and take that away from them and make them do something different. His running ability is hurting us right now.
Absolutely. Here's the kick. It'll be end over end into the end zone touchback. So Franklin with a touchdown, Maddox Bishop with a touchdown, and now Caden Ball, 27-yard run on the quarterback keeper. One of the point after was blocked on that first touchdown, but right now they lead it 20-0 at 11:47 to go in the first half. Cyclones will get our third offensive set at the 20-yard line, down again 20-0 here on a cold, rainy, raw night in Greenville. So Cyclone offense out there to get it rolling here, and got to get this offense clicking here. It's certainly doable, but we can't talk about it. We got to do it. Single setback for Blevins in behind him, so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. No William McDuffie in tonight so far. Blevins will play action look. Blevins looking, throws out in the flat. It's going to be too far. Let him come out of the backfield. He's going to C.J. Mathis, and incomplete pass. Blevins now 1 for 6 in the football game. Incomplete, second down. 11:41. Had a good look. He was open, came out of the backfield, just overshot him.
He sure did. He was wide open right there. If we're able to get him the ball, it's probably a 20-yard gain at minimum, and who knows, he could have broken a tackle and gone all the way as well.
So it's an incomplete pass, brings up a second down. Ball at the 20-yard line. 11:41 to halftime. We trail 20-0. The long count, Blevins keeps it, looks, scrambles, running, throws downfield, got a man caught, 30, 35, he's on his feet. He'll go out to the 40, 41, 42-yard line. It's a gang tackle. Keep going to the 44, 45, 47-yard line.
Big play.
Big play, 27-yard pass play to Justice Wallen. And so, Coach, Double C Western Supply first down. Great effort by Blevins, even bigger effort by Justice Wallen to catch. Yards after catch was big.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, we've had receivers that are open. We just need to settle down. Bryson did a great job scrambling right there. And kind of a broken play, and he ran his receiver off and was able to hit him in stride for a big first down.
Puts the football at the 46-yard line for the Cyclones. Our best play of the ball game. 3 to the near side, wide side of the field. Blevins looking. Screen pass over the middle, and it's going to be batted down, incomplete. Intended for C.J. Mathis over the middle. A big 54 got his hand on it. That would be, again, you call out the name of Bishop Merriweather, 6'4", 350. And a illegal shift for the Cyclones, penalty on Elizabethton, and so it will be a replay of the down at the 10:57 mark, first half, 20-0 Greeneville.
Yeah, we shifted our receivers out a little bit wider on the field there. We had 3 that were moving out, and then we snapped the ball, so they weren't set for a second before the ball was snapped.
Penalty goes back to – I'm sorry, yep. We'll redo the play. Goes back to the 41-yard line. 10:57 to go, first half. We trailed 20-0. So Blevins will get the second half kickoff. We deferred it to start the ball game. Blevins will put a man out in motion to the far side. Blevins looks, throws over the middle, and it sails. It's picked off, intercepted by Greeneville. Down the field, come to the 50, to the 45, to the 35, to the 30, 25, 20. He may take it back in for a touchdown, and he does. Touchdown Greeneville. Number 3 gets the INT. Kane Ricker on the interception. He returns it for a touchdown, and Greeneville leads 26-0 in the first half on the pick by, again, number 3, Kane Ricker.
Yeah, it was unfortunate there. Just they converged on the receiver right there and was able to undercut the throw and pick it up, and then he had a convoy all the way into the end zone. No one there to stop him.
55-yard interception for Kane Ricker, and suddenly it's a 26-0 Greeneville lead in the first half here. So, again, on to kick the extra point, Samuel Gorley for the Greeneville Green Devils. 26-0 Greeneville. Ball down. It's end over end, and it is good. 27-0 Greeneville first half. We'll be back. You're listening to 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football. Talking to our buddy Molly Hurley from Chick-fil-A. It's football time in Tennessee, the late John Moore would say. On a Friday night or a Saturday afternoon or even on Sunday to watch NFL, you can get your trays from Chick-fil-A. Tell us what we can get there.
Yes, you can. You can get nugget and strip trays, fruit, salad, mac and cheese. We've got cookies, brownies. We've got wraps and veggie wraps. And then we also have our sub sandwich trays that have our cold grilled chicken, lettuce, tomato. Those are really good. And if you're getting it for a Sunday for the NFL games, you can also get the nuggets and strips chilled, so that way we'll cool them down for you, give you reheat instructions, and you can pop them in the oven and have them ready for your party.
How do we order? How do we get them?
You can call the store at 423-297-1266, or you can go online or use your Chick-fil-A app to place an order online.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, 423-297-1266. Our buddy Molly Hurley, marketing lady from Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton, proud sponsor of the Tom Bailey Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. $27-0 Greeneville at the 10:41 mark to go in the first half. Cyclones will get the kickoff again. And so coming up at halftime, the Pleasant Beach Baptist Church halftime show will give you the updates on the games in progress. We're watching Carter and Gibbs very closely down in Knoxville for the obvious reason we talked about in the pregame. We'll play one of those two teams and maybe Anderson County in the mix as well next week. So we'll let that kind of shake itself out next week. Right now we're down 27-0. We've got to get something going. Coach, this is I guess you'd have to say it's a must drive at this point. You got to get it going here. And so Greeneville will kick it away, see what we can do to return it, and get a orange and black comeback started. Here's the kick. It's long and it's deep, and it's a touchback. And so their guy can do it. Our guy can do it. So 20-yard line, 27-0. Here we go. We've had 4 different Greeneville Green Devils score here in the first half.
Yeah, again, just missed opportunities, I think, for the Cyclones all the way around, whether it's a missed tackle, a missed receiver, or just things like that. So again, when you're down 27-0, you can't get back in it all in one play. You have to do it one play at a time, and so they just have to focus again on the basics. Look to get a nice first down play right here, move the chains, and work our way down the field. Just settle in and focus on your job.
Play Cyclone football. We'll start at the 20-yard line, obviously, on the touchback, down 27-0 first half. Cyclones Blevins will roll out, play action, looking to the wide side of the field, dumps it, and is caught and dropped at the 24-yard line. Out of the backfield, Legend Pate makes the catch and is dropped for a 4-yard pickup. And so, as Coach said, chipping away, that's 4 yards. And so we're at the 24-yard line. On the pickup, obviously, a 4, second down and 6. Linebacker makes a stop for the Greenville Green Devils. They'll mark the football, actually give him a pickup to the 25-yard line. So pick up a 5, second and 5. Train will be in the backfield now for the Cyclones. We'll put 2 to the near side with also the tight end on this side as well for Elizabethton football, which will be Justice Wallen. So pick up a 5, nothing fancy, but a nice play to Legend Pate.
Absolutely. Again, just a nice little easy throw right there, a little play action. Again, Flo started to the offensive left, and then he rolled back to his right and hit Legend. There's a sideline warning on the Cyclones, most useless call in football, I believe. But anyway, there's no penalty associated with that unless I guess we do it again. So
25-yard line, 10-minute mark, first half down 27-0. Blevins will hand off to the Train. Train comes up. He'll crack it to the 30. Got the first down, 31-32. Nice run with the Train. Gets himself about 7 yards on the first down carry now. Nice job on the 25 to mark the football out to, I believe, about the 32-yard line. Picks up 7. Nice run with the Train, Coach.
Absolutely. That was a great run right there. He kept those feet driving, and we've talked about he is a load. He is hard to bring down, and once he got ahead of steam right there, he was able to just steamroll there for a gain of about 7 or 8 yards.
9:35 to go first half. We trailed 27-0. The ball at the 30, the market actually at the 33-yard line, so give him an 8-yard pickup. First and 10 on a double C Western Supply first down for the Cyclones. Blevins will have back in the backfield 2 now to work it. Looks like Legend Pate and the Train back between them, split backs between him. Blevins will hand off to the Train again. He'll turn the corner to 35, lowers the left shoulder, and cracks it out to about the 36-yard line. Tackle made by number 12 for Greenville. Call out the name of Ty Ribbon, R-I-B-A-N, the junior linebacker making a stop for Greenville. Had a nice run again. He'll pick it out to about, where do I mark it, Coach? 35-yard line?
Yeah, right at the 35. You got Justice and Jaybird in there, the J Train in the backfield right here. So you've got 2 really powerful runners. So you've got one that can block for the other one. So this is an interesting set right here, and that certainly makes Greenville think in the situation where we've thrown it so much in the first 3 drives.
Second and 7, ball on the 36-yard line. 8:34 to go in the half. We're down 27-0. Play action. Blevins pulls the back, throws on the middle.
Nice.
A nice rip and pass down the field to Zach Wallen, caught at midfield for a 14-yard pickup. Pulled it back, Coach, and rifled on in the slant over the middle to Zach Wallen, right on the numbers. And nice pass play of 14 yards for a first down. And so Blevins settling down a little bit here at the 50-yard line, picks up 14.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, you think of the situation that he's in here, coming in, playing Greenville, the first really big game that he's played in, and made a couple of mistakes or throws a couple balls he'd like to have back, but that was a great throw right there.
3 to the near side, wide side of the field, working right to left. Hand off the Train. The Train will get gobbed up right at the line of scrimmage and shoved back for a 2-yard loss. He hit the right side between guard and tackle, and they shoved him back. And so at the bottom of the pile for the Greenville Green Devils will be, looks like it's 51 making a stop. Call out the name of Lath Ivy, 6 foot 235 senior defensive lineman. And so they will actually give him only a loss of 1 on the play, which that's probably a generous spot. Look like we got pushed back to about the 47, but they're going to say to the 49-yard line. But apparently a flag on the play there is against the Cyclones. Coach, what's the call?
I think it was unsportsmanlike conduct. It looked like it was something on the sideline over there, I think.
So the ball from the 50, they'll mark it. That's big. From the 50, that's going to cost us all the way back down to the Cyclones. We'll take it back down to the, 34-yard line. Big unsportsmanlike penalty from the 49 back 15 to the 34-yard line. 7:41 to go to halftime. We trail 27-0. Hello to Lynetta Tribbett. Hello to Sean Bauer. Hello to Michael Good, Johnny Markland. Thank you all for listening. 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclones, Gene Madgett. Hello to you, Melissa Williams, Lisa Broom. We trail 27-0. from the 34. Hand off to the train. Straight up the middle he goes. He's got positive real estate to the 40 and barrel rolls to about the 41-yard line. So nice run by the train out there in the vicinity again for Greenville's Lath Ivy. They'll mark the football from the 34. Let's see, they'll put it out to the 40, pick up a 6 on the play. So it brings up a second down at about 25, 26 yards. Ball on the 40. 7:09 to go to halftime. We trail 27-0. Long count for Blevins, trying to draw him offside. He'll do a play action, throws out in the flat, caught and dropped to the 40-yard line. Faked the dive and threw it to the tight end Wallen, and right there to drop him in a wide open, nice open field tackle. 47, Tegan Begley, the transfer from Dobbins Minute, makes the tackle on the catch, coach to Justice Wallen at the 40 for no gain.
Yeah, that was a nice defensive play right there. Brings up fourth down here, so the Cyclones will have to punt. That penalty really just ended that drive.
Absolutely. So Wallen will go back to his 27-yard line to punt it away. Again, Zach Wallen. Cyclones trail 27-0, 6:28 to go, clock rolling in the first half here. Greenville up 27-0. Wallen, helmet high snap, plenty of time. He'll get it off and booms it down the field, and it'll be bouncing around, bouncing back up the field, and right there to down it. Looks to be number 4, C.J. Mathis. He's been everywhere in the first half. He downs the football. Hey, coming up Tuesday night, our first look at T.A. Duggar basketball. We got a doubleheader, the girls and the guys, on Tuesday night. We'll do that on Tuesday and Thursday next week, so we're looking forward to giving you a little T.A. Duggar boys and girls basketball. We went and watched them scrimmage and play. There's some talent on the floor for Gary Harrison. There's some talent on the floor for Matt Fox.
Yeah, that's great. Looking forward to watching that. It's hard to believe we're already talking about basketball season. The first semester has just flown by here again. We're obviously in week 10 of the football season. So it's exciting. It's an exciting time. You think about all the fall sports that are wrapping up, right now. Of course, football, again, last regular season game. Our cross-country teams just competed in the sectional meet Tuesday. Girls finished second in the sectional. The boys finished fourth, so both teams will be participating in the state cross-country meet next Thursday in Memphis. Of course, our girls soccer team, only their second trip ever to the state tournament, and unfortunately lost their first round game 4-0, but just an outstanding season for them as well. So it's been a great fall season so far, and again, you talk about the football teams, the high school, the varsity, the JV, and T.A. Duggar's 2 teams. It's just been a fantastic year. At this point, we've only lost 1 game, and for all 4 of those teams, it's really incredible. Been a great season.
Absolutely. Larry Moreland says the best. It'll be interesting when that T.A. Duggar 8th grade group gets up to the high school next year. Oh, we're looking forward to that. There's some talent in that 8th grade. They're 22-2 in the years that, and of course, we ran the table. Both JV and varsity went 8-0 for T.A. Duggar this year, and our JV team finished undefeated up on the varsity at the high school. So things look good for Cyclone football. Margot Bentley, hello to you, and Julie Johnson and Deanna Ryder, the First Lady of Cyclone Football, is listening tonight. Hello, ma'am. We love Deanna Ryder, and by her coach simply saying yes, when Coach Ryder said, will you come to Elizabeth? She said yes. It was her decision, and things have never been the same in Elizabeth, nor will they ever be. So thank you, Deanna Ryder, for saying yes. We're coming to Betsy. Bringing them Witten boys ultimately got in here, and the rest is history. Cyclones trail 27-0, ready to go here. Trying to get something going as we move the sticks down to the 1st and 10. They'll mark the football at the, let's see where they'll go. It'll be Greenville defending, or actually
45.
On the 45-yard line with the ball on the 1st and 10. And so it will be the Greenville Green Devils and the Elizabethton Cyclones. So they'll set up shop at about the, 45-yard line, is that right?
Yeah, we've got a little delay here.
Yeah, we do.
Sure.
So at the 45, and so they got the ball down on the play all the way down to the Cyclone. We had a little bit of a glitch. Got it all the way down to the 2-yard line. I'm assuming a pass play.
No, it was into the end zone for a touchdown.
They scored the touchdown.
Yeah.
My apology. So 33-0 Greenville. So point after by Gorley. So we got caught in the fray on that one, but a touchdown. So we apologize about that. But they score again. That's the bottom line. 33-0 Greenville, first half. Ball down. It's end over end. It is good. And we'll go back and figure that out. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We trail 33-0 with 6 minutes to go in the first half. You're listening to 6th ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Antique mall with over 50,000 square feet of merchandise. We have about 52, 53, give or take, vendors with different items. We have a great selection of everything from antique, which is over 100 years, to vintage, which is 25 years, and then we do have a little bit of new things. We concentrate on the vintage and antique items. So you can find just about anything for yourself, for your home, and gifts. We have a lot of people that take gifts for their grandparents. They remembered they had them, and it's with their family.
Hours are open.
We're open Monday through Friday, 11 to 5:30. Saturdays 10 to 6. Open late for the car shows and anytime they have special events in town.
Need Place, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone football, Duck Crossing in downtown Elizabethton, proud sponsor of Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Team. As a matter of fact, I think they're playing for the state championship tomorrow night. So certainly no shame in that when the team you lose to is potentially the state champion. So, again, just an incredible season by Coach Meyer and her entire team. And so just really looking forward to what the future holds for soccer there. I know that our junior high soccer team has had a great season as well. So, really in all of our sports, we see those athletes just continuing to come. And so the future's bright.
Absolutely. Hello to Briley Hurley. Hello to Samantha Hilton from Double C Western Supply. She's probably home with her cats in her nightgown, her house coat, on the couch. Listen to the broadcast. We appreciate you very much. Dickie Clark, hello to you. Hello to Rodney Arnold. Hello to Judy Potter. Hello to John Jackson, Renita Bunton, Dickie Clark, Angie Wilbur. Hello to Carol DeBose. Also want to say hello to John Jackson, Dwayne Estep. Hello to Dwayne. We go to church with him. Wayne and Ann Hayes. Hello, Miss Ann. I hope you're feeling better. Cade Russell. Well, there's one gave us some memories, Coach. Cade Russell.
Absolutely.
Oh, what a runner. What a tough-nosed kid he was. Brittany Hodge, hello to you. Thank you all for listening to the broadcast. We've dug ourselves a hole here. We're down 34-0 here in the first half. We do get the second half kickoff, so we'll get back to action here as the Cyclones trail 34-zip, and the football is on right at our 17-yard line on that last play. So the Cyclones will look at a 3rd and 13. Again, Blevins looking. Blevins steps up running the football. Bryson coming out of the pocket. He'll come to the 20 to the near side, and he'll belly slide about the 24-yard line. Stays in bounds, then belly slides out of bounds. And over there to make the stop and put a hand on him was Kane Ricker. And so it brings up, let's see, we'll mark the football. It'll be at the 24-yard line, 23-yard line. Picks up 6 on the quarterback keeper. Wallen, the punted, standing at his 10-yard line. Greenville gets the ball back with 5:04 to play.
Yeah, it looked like he fell inbounds. It was kind of interesting that they said he was out of bounds. Just kind of interesting. But nowhere to go down the field, and rather than making a mistake and trying to throw into coverage, he just ran it. Picked up again. We were just behind the sticks, so it brings up 4th and 6 and a punt.
Wallen gets a good snap. He'll knuckleball it down the field of the punt. It'll hit the 50, go into Greenville territory, and down there to stop it and down it will be Legend Pate. Inside Greenville territory at about the 48-yard line. Good field position for the Green Devils. Leading 34-0. 4:56 to go in the first half. And so they will set up shop to officially mark the football at the Greenville 48-yard line. On the near hash mark, they work left to right. And so we appreciate you being with us wherever you may be. And so let's see. Hello to Axel Steins and hello to Deanna again. Miss Ryder watching. Gene Madgett. So, Gene's right. It's amazing how well we played this year with major injuries. We have got a lot of injuries this year.
Exactly.
Red Slagle. We go down the list. The Loveday brothers, Justin Whitehead, Kyler McGovern. Penalty coming out of the penalty flag out of the defensive backfield. And he's going to stop and count. Official comes to the line and goes, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. No, he's actually counting the number of kids. Let's see. It'll be the wave off the flag. That's interesting. They throw the flag, they count the bodies for Greenville, and they wave the flag off. It's okay. Let's play ball.
I could say that he needs to learn to count, but I won't do that.
There you go. Handoff up the middle. Big hole, 45, 40, 35, 30, and he'll go to the 25 and barrels his way down to about the 22-yard line. Tegan Begley again for Greenville. The 6'3", 205 senior muscling down the field. They'll take it again from the 48 to the down inside of the Cyclone, about the 24-yard line. So a big chunk of real estate, and so Greenville's in business again. Hand off to Begley. Begley, no ball, keeps it 20, 15, 10, dances to 5, spins his way, and gets down to about the 2-yard line. Tackle down there made by, they'll call it out again, C.J. Mathis making the stop. He's been everywhere in the first half. Coach picks up another 20 down to the 4-yard line for Greenville, knocking on the door again here. Actually put it to football at about the 2-yard line. Hand off to Begley. Begley will power it in, and Begley scores a touchdown for Greenville. So the Green Devils take it 40-0 in the first half here at the 4:06 mark in the football game in the first half. Wow. So Begley from 2 yards out makes a touchdown stand. And so Greenville with 4:06 to go in the first half, Begley a 2-yard run and makes it 40-0 Greenville here.
It looks like the touchdown's good. We had equal substitution on us. It looks like that they have the option to take it on the I don't know why, but I don't understand that call. Either you call it and it goes on that play. I don't think I've ever seen that called in a situation where you get to choose if you want to take that, typically that's something you would have to decline. I don't know if that's correct. Give them the option to do it on the 2-point conversion or the kickoff.
Point after, here we go. They're going to kick it from the 10. It's up, it's deep enough and long enough, and it's 41-0 Greenville. 4:06 to go in the first half. We'll be back. You're watching 6th ranked, or in this case, listening to 6th ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football. Tell us why. A lot of real estate companies out there. Why David Collins and Collins & Company?
Well, we service before and after the sale. I think that's a big thing. And follow through on phone calls. I think, and I have a lot of people just comment on how professional our website is, how professional our agents are, and what we do and how we follow through with things. For instance, I'm not telling the name of a real estate company or anything like that. That's had a buyer that bought one of our houses through another agency, and she just called me. She said, my agent didn't show up at closing, didn't bring me any keys, we didn't do a final walkthrough. That's pretty sad. And, I just want to let folks know, you come here, you're going to get service, follow through. We're going to work through with you, follow you through the process, help you through the process. You don't have a lender. We've got lenders we recommend, attorneys for closing we recommend, and you get full service here.
End of story. Full service. Phone number to call?
423-543-5741.
A 97% closing ratio, folks. Collins & Company, great sponsor of the Tom Dooley Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Back in the first half, 4:06 to play in the first half. We trail 41-0. And so the Cyclones will get the football back again. Let's see if we can get something going here. It's all Greenville right now, no question. So we bleed orange and black, but we're also realists, and we got to call it like it is. And so right now, needless to say, by virtue of the score being 41-0, it's all Green Devils, Coach. And so, Sean will go in 4 minutes and sit this team down and talk to them. And so we'll see what we can generate here in the last 4 minutes of the first half. We'll get the second half kickoff. And so, again, win, lose, or draw, at this point we're losing. We play next Friday night at home in the playoffs, and that changes everything. We start from scratch. Everybody does next week. Greenville will kick it away here, and they'll boom it from the 45-yard line. It'll be a deep kick. It'll be a touchback. And so after CJ had the first couple of returns, since then, Gorley's kicked it in the end zone, 3-4 consecutive times. So we'll go on the offense again at the 20-yard line. We trail 41-0, and we just got to go out and play Cyclone football.
That's it. I mean, at the end of the day, you control what you can control, and what we control is what each individual person that's on the field can do. And so, again, you got to just block out the score, and focus on doing your job right here and improving and getting better. And that's what we need to do at this point.
20-yard line, 2 to the wide side, near side of the field, and so here we go. Blevins with a single setback at the 20-yard line. Bryson will hand off, trying to turn the corner. He gets a little running room to the 25 out of the 26-yard line. Looks like it may be CJ.
Yep.
It was Mathis with the run for the Cyclones. Positive real estate. Linebacker stopping for Greenville. But Mathis will take it from the 20, advance the football out to the 27-yard line. Picks up 7. Nice job by CJ. And so, again, trying to get something going here. We, as Coach said earlier, and he's right, inch by inch, anything's a cinch. Got to chip away here. Again, you got 3 to the near side, the wide side of the field, and a 2nd and 3 from the 27-yard line. Blevins will hand off to Mathis. He'll pop it at 30. Got out the running rim, 40, 45, 50. He'll get it out to about the 49-yard line. CJ, again, cracking on the right side, Coach, to the short side of the field, and Mathis takes it from the 27. Pate goes in motion to use the blocking back, and he'll follow his block, and CJ knifes his way up the field. He'll get it out to about the 48-yard line. Nice run of about 21 for CJ Mathis.
Yeah, he does a great job. He reads the front well and finds that hole and does a great job at that, and he certainly did right there, and he busted into the secondary. It's a really, really nice run.
3:03 to go in the first half. We trail 41-0. We have the ball on our 48-yard line. Blevins looks, wants to throw out in the flat, and it's juggled. And did he make the catch? And he did. Wallen on a down and out to the short side of the field, the far side. Caught it, juggled the ball, but held on to it. They'll give him a complete pass, and so it was a high throw. He brings it down and takes it to the Greenville 47-yard line. So pick up a 5 on the play. They're going to call it, I'm going to call it 5. They're going to call it a 4-yard pickup. 2nd and 6, clock at 2:53 to go in the half. And a nice throw by Blevins and a nice catch by Justice Wallen at the Greenville 47-yard line on a 2nd down call now. Blevins three-step drop. Bryson looking, flushed out of the pocket running. To the far side, short side of the field, and run out of bounds at about the 46-yard line, maybe a yard pickup on the play. Big 77's back there, Coach, bearing down on him. Zorian Harris, 6'1", 291 senior. Flushed him out of the pocket. We get a yard of positive real estate.
Yeah, absolutely. And, again, that was another good decision to not throw it into coverage somewhere. He had some pressure. He was able to avoid that. Instead of taking a loss, he gained a yard and brings up 3rd and 4.
We're not going to make excuses on this broadcast, but
No.
we'll tell you we're a realist. He's a 9th grader out there in a biggest game of the season against the second-ranked team in the state. He's on the learning curve right in front of us. 3 to the wide side, near side of the field. Blevins, they bring the blitz. He slings the far side, caught, and then drop, breaks the tackle, stays on his feet, but doesn't get very far. Made the catch at the 48, turns upfield. It looked like it was CJ making the catch, and he'll advance the football. And let's see, there's a flag on the play. And so there's some extracurriculars at the end of the play. Blevins stood to the short side of the field. Catch made, and from the 47 line of scrimmage, see they got back to the line of scrimmage. He got popped, and then there was a flag flying. Yeah, CJ made the catch. And let's see what the man on the white hat's going to say here. Somebody, I'm going to guess, got a personal foul. They did. It's against Greenville. So that's a big break for us. We had one that killed our drive early in the ball game. And so now a big tackle, unsportsmanlike penalty all the way down, deepest penetration for the Cyclones, down inside the 35. They'll set it up down at the, 32-yard line. So here we go, a little positivity for our football team at the 2:34 mark. Coach nailed it, inch by inch, anything's a cinch, little by little by little is what we're doing here. So the ball at the 32-yard line. Far hash mark working right to left on your listening dial here. 2 to the far side, wide side of the field. He'll hand off, coming out there looking CJ. He runs it. He'll crack it to about the 31-yard line. Gobbed up inside again at the bottom of the play. Coming up for Greenville's number 15. Making the stop was Jack Lister, the 5'10 junior, and also 77 Harris making a stop. But again, Coach, clock at 2 minutes to go in the half. And we marked the football. Did we get a yard on the play? We did not. No gain at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, clock running still at 1:51 there. Cyclones getting the play right here. Got to find a way to punch this in the end zone.
Cyclones with 2 timeouts. Greenville has all 3 timeouts. We trail 41-0 with 1:43 to go to halftime. Coming up at the break, we'll get you updated on all the scores tonight. Blevins in trouble is going to be sacked. Bryson snapped it back to him. He dropped it, picked it back up, spun out of the grasp of 2 Green Devils, but they came after him. Rats after cheese. They drop him back there for the sack. And so Bryson again saw a lot of green jerseys, and they sack him all the way back to the Greenville 42-yard line, loses 10 on the play. And a timeout call by the Elizabethton Cyclones with 1:26 to go in the first half. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
Coming up at halftime also, Coach is going to show you the new football field configuration. We're going to have a new field put down over the Christmas holiday, and we have a football field, of course, gets a lot of usage, and it's done as well. But, Coach, we're going to show you the actual rendering of what it's going to look like, which is really cool. We'll do that at halftime. Plus scores brought to you by Pleasant Beach Baptist Church. So a tackle for loss and the quarterback sack back to the 42-yard line. Clock at 1:26 to go in the first half. We trail 41-0. It's 3rd and long, 3rd to be exact, and 18 from the Greenville 42-yard line. 3 to the near side, wide side of the field. That will be Wallen and Pate and Blevins out here. And that would be, of course, Jack Blevins. Bryson, your QB. On a 3rd and 18 from the 42. Looking, throws out in the flat, and sails on him incomplete. So went down and out to C.J. Mathis, could not come up with it, sailed on him, and that's been the tail of the tape here tonight, and it brings up a 4th down and about 18, and Zach Wallen had to punt the football. They're going to get it back, Coach, with 1:21 to go in the first half, trailing 41-0.
Yeah, just that second down play really, really hurt when it dropped us back there further, because we pick up a few more yards. You at least have a chance maybe to score there, even if you don't pick up the first down. Maybe try a long field goal just to get some points on the board. But just an unfortunate play.
Wallen stands at our 46-yard line to boom it away, and it got blocked. Greenville blocks the punt. It's rattled around, and it's going to be down around the 30. Let's see where they'll mark the football at the 30. I'm sorry, inside the 30, down about the 27-yard line. We're going to block it, and the ball dead. Again, keeping in mind at 41 points at this point, we'll have a running clock in the second half here. So, block punt, everything going right for Greenville tonight, Coach.
Yeah, I'm not sure. There's a flag here. Let's see what this is.
Personal foul, Greenville.
Yep.
So the flag's against the Green Devils. Another personal foul. That's the fourth one of the night against Greenville. We've had one. And so they'll mark it back down the field, and they'll put it, let's see, they keep the possession of the block punt.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah.
Looks like they're talking about it.
Yeah, they are talking about it.
It'd be half the distance to the goal, I guess.
So block punt, ball's loose, penalty on the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Sean's out talking to the officials. And so let's see what they're going to do here. The ball at the 27-yard line where the block was on the block punt. They got back there and on the outside bull rush and blocked the punt of Zach Wallen. And so 1:11 to go in the first half. And the penalty goes back to the 14-yard line. So 14-yard line, Greenville gets the ball on their own 14. Kind of a crazy play, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a little more confusion than what you had thought on that.
Yep, 14-yard line, Greenville's got it, a minute to play and a half. And so they'll blow the play dead, and let's see what this will be now.
False start.
Yep, false start Greenville. So they'll put it back to the 9-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 15. 1:09 to go. It can't for the Cyclones get over quick enough, get in there and get regrouped. We trail 41-0 here in the first half. So the Cyclones will go after it again at the 1:09 mark and a half. Ball will bring it himself up the field to the quarterback keeper. He'll go to the 10. He'll stay on his feet. Look out. Ball's at the 20. He's at the 25. He'll go to the 30 to the 32-yard line. Picks up 23 up the middle. Caden Ball, the keeper. He broke a couple of tackles. He gets positive real estate all the way out to the 32. Picks up 23 and a Greenville first down now.
Yeah, on first contact, he likes to spin, and we've not been able to wrap him up because of that.
Inside of a minute first half. Ball bubble screen near side caught. At the 30, 35 near sideline 40. Bounced out of bounds on the near sideline by making that bounce out was William McDuffie. And so who's out there playing defense tonight. Catch made by, I think that was Kane Ricker. He'll take it out to the 41-yard line. Picks up 9 on the play. 47 seconds to go in the half. 41-0 Greenville. It's been a long first half with the orange and black. We'll get into the locker room and get regrouped and see what we can do in the second half. Ball will, again, with the 2nd and 2 now. He'll hand off. Nope. Reverse coming his way. Then an option play down the near sideline and incomplete. Just to the outstretched hands of number 7. Ball went down the field as a receiver coach. Reset that play, a little razzle-dazzle, and it backfired on Greenville's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, interesting call there, certainly, and overshot right there. But, again, if he completes that ball, there's a good chance that he goes all the way right there. But, again, it was overthrown. We kind of blew it up in the backfield there on the first part of the play, which was flow to the left and then a hand back coming back to the right here, and a nice play in the defense to kind of throw off the timing.
So Ball this time will throw out in the flat caught of the 40. Look out down the near sideline to Zayden Anderson. He'll go inside Cyclone territory. He'll run out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. First down Greenville, so they take it from their 41 to the Cyclone 46. So they pick up, 13 yards on the play. So first down Greenville. 34 seconds to go to the half to try to tack on some more points. They'll have it at the Cyclone 46-yard line. Everything's gone Greenville's way in the first half, indicative of a 41-0 score here. So from the 46 near hash mark, working left to right. 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side receivers. Ball, 3-step drop looking. Plenty of time, wants to throw. Now he'll run it. 45, 40, 35. He'll be at the 30, stays on his feet to the 28-yard line. Picks up 18 right up the middle and cuts it down to 23 seconds. Sammy Orsman making a stop for the Cyclones. And so down to the 23-second mark. And let's see, 1st and 10.
Timeout Greenville.
Timeout Greenville. They're down to 1 timeout. We have 2 timeouts left. 23 seconds to go in the first half. Greenville calls timeout. Back after this, and Big John's closeout. .23 seconds to go. Cyclones trail 41-0 first half here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll mark the football on the Elizabethton 28-yard line. Trying to put on more points with 23 seconds to go. Ball looking, plenty of time. Throws down the middle, wide open, touchdown Greenville. Down the middle, wide, slap open, the catch by Taryn Clarity. No flags on the play, and it is a 28-yard touchdown pass with 16 seconds to go to halftime. And so the rubbing the salt in, folks, real simple. And makes it a 47-0 football game. Clarity over the middle, wide open. And so a touchdown of 28 yards out to Taryn Clarity. And so at the 16-second mark of the first half.
It looked like half our secondary was in man and half in zone on that side of the play right there, and he just broke open free for this touchdown.
47-0, point after good. 16 seconds to go, first half. It is 48-0 Greenville. In the first half, running clock in the second half. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Richard Van Usher, truly Tom Taylor bringing it to you. 48-0 Greenville, 16 seconds to go to halftime. Next Friday night back home with the opening round of the TSSAA playoffs. We'll see who will be opposing. We will be at home next Friday night. So at this point, you would establish at this 48-0 juncture that Greenville will have the home field advantage for the playoffs if they can continue on here, leading 48-0 with 16 seconds to go to halftime. So Greenville will punt, or rather kick it away left or right. It'll be a touchback in the end zone again by their kicker, who's done an outstanding job for Greenville tonight. Again, 48-0. So 16 seconds to go to halftime. Coach, what does Sean Witten tell the boys in going into halftime? Well, you're down 48-0. Everything we've done has gone wrong, really. Everything they've done has gone right. They've had interception for a touchdown. They've had, 5, 6 different guys score in the first half. What's he telling them at the break?
Well, obviously, there's no one in orange and black wanted to be in this situation, certainly, including the players. They work hard every single day, and, it's just not been our night, to say the least. So, at this point, you're just playing for pride. At this point, you've got to find a way to settle down, string together some first downs, try to find a way to get into the end zone, and ultimately we've got to find a way to try to slow them down a little bit on offense. We've not stopped them all night long, and so we've just got to find a way to do that. But, again, that only starts one play at a time like we've talked about, and all 11 guys being on the same page, not having situations where there's busted coverage or, things like that again. But I know how hard those guys work and how much pride. I mean, everyone's pride's hurt right now, certainly, but at this score. But, again, you have to block all that out. At the end of the day, you've just got to focus, go back in there, catch your breath, and come back out the second half and just play as hard as you've ever played before.
Blevins takes a knee after the kickoff, lets the clock run out. It's halftime. We'll go to the break, brought to you by Pleasant Beach Baptist Church. At the break, your score, Greenville 48, Cyclones nothing. We'll be a running clock in the second half. We'll come back and take a look at some other scores and again, show you the rendering of the new football field. It's going to be really cool, the new football field service, I should say. All that coming up after this. You're listening to 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
This is Pastor Mark Fowler, and we want to invite you to be with us at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church sometime soon. And we're thankful for what God is doing, and we've had visitors almost every week. We have so many people that God is using His Word to accomplish a work in their life. And we want you to come. I think about our society today, and there's a lot of talk about the negative aspects and generations and what's missing and what we're going to do and how do we face this social issue and how do we face that social issue. And that is always the buzz. And if we're not careful, we talk like God doesn't have an answer. 2 Timothy chapter 3 we looked at the other night together in our church, and it reminds us that yes, in the last days there's going to be some difficult things come, dangerous times, but the antidote is always God's Word. And so what we're trying to do is to provide Bible answers for today's tough questions. And we're building believers by the book. So we want your family to come. We're thankful to have a Sunday school hour and a junior church and master clubs and a youth group and all those things going on. But what we're trying to accomplish is to get the Word of God into the hearts and minds of God's people.
Therapy Services, great sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Why Physical Therapy Services? A lot of folks out there that do what you do. Why PTS?
Nobody does it the way that we do it. There are other people out there that say that they are, and I want to air quote, sports PTs. There's no one out there that is truly a sports physical therapy clinic. We've been in business since 1980, and we continue to be in business after people have been bought and sold, folded. The reason why we continue to stay in business is twofold. Number one, we're a little crazy, which is fun. But number two, and the most important thing, is we always take care of the patient first. You take care of the patient first. This is what my dad always taught me. You take care of the patient first, everything else will fall into place.
Locations? Where do you have locations?
1975 West Elk Avenue. That's where my clinic is, where I work primarily. And then we have a pediatric location as well at the Medical Care Building at 1500 West Elk Avenue.
Physical Therapy Services. Last question real quick. What's the phone number?
423-543-0073.
Physical Therapy Services, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Our success is your success.
Back at halftime, Cyclones trail 48-0. As recap, the scoring has started early. We won the coin toss and deferred to the second half, which we'll get here in a little while, trailing 48-0. So they get the ball in the second play from scrimmage, a bubble screen to Cole Franklin down the near sideline from Caden Ball. Touchdown, point after blocked. It was 6-0. They come right back with a Maddox Bishop 21-yard run to cap off a 15-play, 76-yard drive. Point after good, 13-0. Tegan Begley then gets an interception off the throwing of Bryson Blevins, set up the next score, which was a Caden Ball 27-yard run, 20-0 Greenville. Then you had Ricker with a 55-yard interception back for a touchdown, the second pick of the night for Greenville. This one for points. He takes it back 55 yards. Gorley's point after 27-0 Greenville. Then you have Zayden Anderson, a 55-yard catch from Ball, his third touchdown pass in the first half, 34-0. Then Tegan Begley with a 2-yard run, point after good, 41-0. Then the last one was a 28-yard pass play to Terry and Clarity, again from Ball, a 28-yarder, point after good. That's your halftime score, 48-0. Coach, again, you go in the locker room, some wounded Cyclones. The beauty of this is, and if there is a beauty, is we're playing next Friday night at home. We'll have to flush this one and move on. Of course, we've got a second half of football. It's going to be a running clock, but we've got to get ready. We've got to not let this get to us too long and too much, and we won't. Sean will have them ready to go because we've got a playoff game starting, and that's what really counts. Now, that's not to say we don't win this football game. We're not making light of that at all, but at the end of the day, you want to be in Chattanooga in December playing for a state championship. That starts next Friday night at our place. So whatever happens here in the second half, we, again, flush it and get ready for the opening round of the playoffs.
Yeah, again, nothing about the first half was fun. It wasn't a great half of football for us. I mean, that's the reality. But again, so that's what you want to have the second half. You want to try to end on a positive, like you say, going into the playoffs next week. So you want to try to get together some things here, really focus on individuals doing their job and things like that. That's just been that situation when you play a team like Greenville. If one guy, makes a misread or is not where he's supposed to be, it turns out to be a big play, and that's kind of been the way it's been the way it was for the first half for the Cyclones. So again, you just have to regroup. I mean, it is what it is. They're in the arena, they're competing, and again, you just got to put that out of your mind. Focus on one play at a time. Do the best that you can right there. Again, we're going to be at home next week playing a game. We're either going to be 9-1 or 8-2, depending on the way this second half goes. None of that changes. It's going to be one of the two. We're still a good football team. That just wasn't our best half, and we've just ran into a Greenville team that's just playing very, very well tonight.
Yep, and it's the Morton salt commercial. When it rains, it pours. Everything went good for the. Hey, look, this is a good football team. We're not. I mean, this is not a cream puff. These guys are second in the state for a reason. And so, right now they're putting it to the tune of 48-0 on the scoreboard. We'll get the second half kickoff and a running clock. We'll see what we can do. So we're excited about what's getting ready to happen at Citizens Bank Stadium. Let me show you a picture of this, and then we'll come back and talk about it. This is what it's going to be like in December. We're going to go in, or they're going to go in and tear the turf up and out and replace it, and this is what it's going to look like. So here we go. Take a look at this picture, and we'll come back and talk about it. Very excited about that, Coach. Again, I like the two shades. Every 5 yards is a different color. We see a lot of fields going to that. And, again, you're very excited about this. Citizens Bank Stadium gets a lot of usage from a lot of different people. And so it's awesome. It's held up well, but it's time to replace it. You're going to do it over the Christmas break, is that right?
Absolutely, yes. So as soon as the football season's over, they'll be in there. Crews will start the demolition of the existing turf. And I just want to say it's been a really, really great turf for us. It's been a great surface since we put it down. But it's just time to change it. It's like anything else. There's a life for a field as well, and it's time to do that. And we're just thankful that we're in the position to do that. Again, you're right. Each 5 yards, it kind of gives you that different mode look, between the 5 yards, which will be a little different. The end zones will be the same. They'll still be Tuffy. Centered at the middle of the field, and then we'll have some additional painting around between the sideline and what they call the media line. That about 3 yards off the sidelines and the goal lines, there's a dash line, and that's supposed to be the point to where the media or anyone taking pictures can get to stay away from the actual playing field. So we'll have on both ends of the field there'll be an orange ribbon around in that area. And then, of course, the coaching box in the middle, what we have right now is it's a black strip in that same area. So that will be there. But, again, it'll be bound by 2 orange strips on either end. So excited about that. It's going to be the exact same turf. Again, it is just held up so well, as you mentioned. It seems like there's someone down there on that field every night. And so it's held up very well. It's a great field for all the traffic, especially band traffic and things like that. One of the things they say about turf is the worst thing for turf is flat-soled shoes, which is typically what band members wear. So that's the reason that we went with this turf before, because we knew that the band would be on there a lot. We want them on there, and so we tried to select a turf that would hold up to that wear and tear. And so again, it's done exactly what it said it would do. They typically give you a 7-year warranty on that. It's made it 11 years for us, and so the opportunity to put down a new surface is what our student athletes and the people that use it certainly deserve. So we're looking forward to that. And yes, it'll be ready to go for boys soccer in the spring.
That's awesome. Halftime, we trail 48-0. Halftime brought to you by Pleasant Beach Baptist Church. We're going to, again, get you some scores coming up. We always dedicate our broadcast to the man who hung on the cross. We always dedicate, and the least I can do is to give you a verse for all he does for me. This is the Lord Jesus' broadcast. And it's Deuteronomy 31:8 is the verse tonight. It goes like this: the Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid and do not be discouraged. What a verse out of the Old Testament, Deuteronomy 31:8. One more time. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. Amen. He will never leave you nor forsake you or turn his back on you. He won't. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. The verse of the day, Deuteronomy 31:8. Halftime, we trail 48-0. We'll be right back after this from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. We'll get you an update with some other scores. We're paying a lot of attention to the other game tonight between Gibbs and Carter. And also, of course, our game, we trail 48-0. The break, we'll get the second half kickoff. Hello to Kelly Peterson and Charlotte Tolley and Mary Carden. Hello, Mary. She's a Pleasant Beacher. Jeremy Marler, Carrie Howell, David Depew, Kelly Lewis, Bob Orfield from Northwest Georgia. Thank you, sir. Class of 76. Go Cyclones. Thank you very much. Charlotte Tolley. Thank you again. BJ Grindstaff. You have Samantha Wampler, Arnold Arms, Lori Trombley, hope I'm saying it right, Emily Hargis, Roger Snodgrass, we know him, Rodney Arnold, also saying hello to Christian Brown, and let's give you a couple more. Axel Steins, we said hello to you earlier. Thank you, sir, for being with us. Denny Smith, and let's get you one more, Jennifer Taylor and Easton Metcalf and Linda Dunlap. Thank you all for listening to the broadcast. Halftime, 48-0 Greenville. We'll be right back after this. We'll get the second half kickoff. You're listening to 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football. Why Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabethton?
When everything goes corporate and everybody, you walk in and you're customer number 1,799, here you're Tom, and we know who Tom is. We know who you are, and we do it the old-fashioned way. So we're big enough now that we can take care of everybody, and we can, get the good deals. We get the volume discounts and all that kind of stuff. And we're one of the last family-owned furniture stores in East Tennessee. But we're small enough that we know who you are and we can take care of you.
Absolutely. Social media, how do we find you?
We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram, at cannonshomestore.com on the internet, and just look up Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings on Facebook.
Hours are open?
Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 5.
And the magic phone number to call?
423-543-6937.
Be loyal, buy local. Biden Elizabeth from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
This is Pastor Fallow, Pleasant Beach Baptist Church in Elizabethton, and we'd love to have you come be with us. You and your family be with us on Sunday. I'm standing here in the lobby at our visitors table, our welcome table, and there's packets made up with tells you a little more about the church and get acquainted card, and then also a mug and some things in there for you to take with you to remind you to pray for us. And we've got a place for you and your family. We want you to come. Our goal is for you to know the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior, but beyond that, to find your purpose and contentment in life of knowing Him, walking with Him, and serving Him each day. And so we want you and your family to come be with us Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Wednesday night. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. You can find a little more information about us online at pleasantbeachbaptist.com.
Halftime Cyclones trail 48-0. Again, thanks to Pleasant Beach Baptist Church, our halftime sponsor. And again, if you don't have a church home, we'd love for you to come visit ours. Pastor Fowler can, as we say back home, the old country term, he can shuck the corn. So, again, he'll be with us 11 o'clock on Sunday. If you don't have a church home, we'd love for you to visit. If you do have a church home, then go there Sunday and worship the Lord. He is worthy. Coach, halftime we trail 48-0. Some other games, Happy Valley South Green playing for their regional championship. Give us that and what else going on around the area, sir?
Yeah, so in that game at the half, it's Happy Valley 14, South Green 7. A couple of scores in our region. Northview Academy 10, Cherokee 7. That's a bit of a surprise score there. That's, again, a second quarter score. This one is as well at the half. It's Granger 14, Seymour 7. I really felt like that, having played both those teams, that Seymour was a better team, has a really good quarterback. But, again, That one's close there with Granger with a 7-point halftime lead. Volunteer and Sullivan East are tied at 6 at the half. Again, a little surprised at that one as well.
That is, I am too.
Yeah. So some other scores in different regions there in different classes. West Green 21, Cumberland Gap nothing. Let's see here. Some Region 2 scores. Farragut 27, Cleveland 7, Bradley Central 37, Bearden 6. It's Fulton 15, South Doyle 6. The game that we've been watching, keep an eye on, Carter and Gibbs. It's still tied up at 7, and that's in the second quarter. Let's see, Maryville 34, Oak Ridge nothing. That's in the fourth quarter. Meigs County 14, Kingston 10. Harriman 8, Oakdale nothing. Midway 37, Wartburg nothing. Let's see here, Heritage 27, Union County nothing. That's another region. That's another 4A game in Region 2. That's some of the scores around our area. And again, remember this about half the slate tonight and about half tomorrow night. So some of the other scores are teams that we're not very familiar with. So that gives you kind of an idea where we are at this point on the Thursday evening.
And just to let you know who's playing tomorrow night, Alcoa and Anderson County, that's a big one. Hampton and Cloudland playing with the regional championship tomorrow night. Tennessee High will be at Daniel Boone. Crockett will host Conn County tomorrow night. Also, Chucky Doak will go to Gatlinburg-Pittman. Westridge, the Wolves will play at Jeff County tomorrow night. Of course, the biggie in Johnson City, the 104th meeting between Dobbins-Minot and Science Hill in Kermit-Tipton Stadium in Johnson City tomorrow night. Need we say more? It's going to be an old-fashioned, always is, slobber knocker. Unaka and North Green tomorrow night, and Johnson County will play in Irwin against Unicoi County Blue Devils. That's the games tomorrow night. Here at halftime, we trail 48-0. Hello to Catherine Johnson. Hello to Judy Scalp. Hello to Tim Blevins. Hello to David Depew, Becky Irvin in Kingsport. Hello to Molly Prophet. Thank you for listening. Hello to Beth Deloach. Thank you. David Depew, Tom Turbyfield. Let's see who else up through here. Tim Whaley. Thank you all for listening. We appreciate it. It's not going our way tonight. Thanks to the broadcast tonight. And thanks for a great job announcing at the Elizabethton Classic. Thank you, Renita. You're very kind. Briley Hurley, hello to you, young man. How you doing? It's not been our night so far. It is what it is, and so we trail 48-0 at the break. We'll come back with the second half after this from Big John's Closeout. You're listening to sixth ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football. We'll be right back after this. Insurance. How can you help us with auto insurance?
Well, one of the things Horace Mann was started for, Tom, back in 1945 was to provide auto insurance for educators. They came up with the idea that if we could put a group of school teachers together in one company, their cars would sit in a parking lot for 10, 12 hours a day. Friday and Saturday nights, they're home grading papers. They're all college educated. They have a tendency to be better drivers because they set an example for their students. And knowing all those things, we'd probably have less claims. And so we're able to offer better insurance rates because of that.
And so if you're a teacher, an educator, you want to come here and get a quote because of that, your quotes and your rates are typically better than other folks, right?
That's right. And we also do a couple other things for educators. If they were to get into an accident while they're on school business, we don't have a deductible on that, Tom. They won't have to pay a deductible. If somebody vandalizes their car while it's on school property, they don't pay a deductible for that. If they get into an accident on school property, we waive the deductible. If they get into an accident with another Horace Mann agent or a Horace Mann client, they're going to not have to pay a deductible also.
It's good stuff. So if you need more information, go to social media or give him a call. How can we get a hold of you and find out more?
Yeah, you can just call me here at the office at 543-0059 or go to horacemann.com on the internet, and you'd be able to find our office here.
There you go. One of our great sponsors here on the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, the good folks right here at Rick Walters Horseman Insurance. Back at halftime, we trail 48-0. Hey, don't forget, if you get a chance, come by Oak Street Baptist Church on Saturday. They're going to be there broadcasting live from 9 to 10. The Holiday Missions Market. They're going to have over 35 vendors there selling Christmas gifts. In case you haven't looked at the calendar, we're 55 days away from Christmas Eve. There you go. How about that? Ho, ho, ho.
You are the Christmas calendar update man.
You got it. I love it. Got trees up already. Came up year-round at the house.
Do you really? Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. Got 5 up year-round. Absolutely. Love it.
You turn the lights on the whole 9 yards?
Absolutely. Yeah. July 4th. Okay. I keep one on the July 4th every year. I open the shades and flip on the Christmas tree lights.
Crystal's already twice. She said, "Are you going to get my Christmas stuff out tomorrow?" Because she can't wait for Halloween to be over so she can put it up. So Christmas. That's what she's going to be doing all weekend.
All weekend. Get ready for Christmas.
Yep.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho.
She'll be with me, by the way. Help me broadcast on Saturday morning, the Holiday Missions Market at Oak Street Baptist. Please come by there. It's free to admission. There'll be a couple of food trucks there, the Taco 51 and the Tango Romeo Cafe food trucks. A soup lunch and bake sale benefit. All the money is going to be generated will be to benefit the local and foreign missions of Oak Street Baptist Church, which is awesome. Being an ambassador of the Lord, that's what they're doing, raising money and helping folks both locally and around the world. So stop by there. Again, bring money and shop. Over 35 vendors will be there in the gym at Oak Street Baptist Church on Saturday. We're going to be there for an hour or so before we head off to Milligan Volleyball. Again, the Holiday Missions Market at Oak Street Baptist Church. Second half kickoff. Here we go. It'll be a running clock. We trail 48-0. It is what it is. We can't sugarcoat it. We just tell it like it is. We're on the short end of a 48-0 score. It happens. Dad used to say some days you get the peanuts and some days you get the shells. We're in the shell mode right now. Let's see what we can do in the second half. It's the Cyclones. We've got a lot of pride. Let's see if we can get this thing turned around. It's an automatic touchback. We'll get the ball at the 20-yard line. You were a coach at one point. You played at one point. What did Sean tell the boys at halftime? What can we expect in the second half, Coach?
Well, it's just like that. It's what we've been saying. I mean, it's just one play at a time. Whatever your responsibility is, you do it the best of your ability. That's the way it starts. It always comes down to one-on-one matchups, whether you're a lineman or you're a receiver, you're a running back, you're on defense. And so that's where it comes down to. Everybody's got to block all the other stuff out of their mind. No one likes being down 48-0, but you have to block all that out and tackle each play and as well as you can.
One play at a time. From the 20-yard line to the touchback, Blevins, 2 in the backfield to help him out. Bryson will hand off the second man through. CJ turns the corner. He spins out of the tackle. He's in trouble. Breaks the tackle to the 16, gets back to the 17, and is dropped for a loss there. And let's see, in on the play for Greenville. It looked like number 11 was in the vicinity. Call it the name of Caden Burbank. But again, the ball with a tackle for loss. He got him at the 16. He got out of that grasp and got back to the 18, but loses a couple of yards. So it's second down at about 12 now. Tackle, again, made by the Greenville defensive secondary. Came up, made that tackle. So CJ got free for a moment, but we take a loss in the play. Brings up a second down and 13 now. The market back at the 17-yard line. Running clock, third quarter. Blevins out in the flat. Jack Blevins caught. He'll make it to the 24-yard line. Nice catch by Blevins. Immediately stopped by number 11. Call out the name of Burbank, and also 13, Braylon Kidwell for Greenville. Blevins makes the catch, Coach.
Yeah, that was a nice throw right there. A nice route there by Jack, and a nice completion. Bring up third and about medium right here. So that gives you some more options right here. Just really need trying to find a play right here to move the chains.
Picks up 7. Hey, look, if I'm the players of this football game and I'm the coach, I'm getting ready for next week. This one, 48-0. So we're still going to keep coming at you, but we could get fined too. We got a playoffs start next week. Blevins on a third down and 6, he'll run it. Bryson to the 25, crossing to the 29, and belly slide to the 30-yard line. So let's see where the mark the football.
Looks like he's going to be about half a yard short.
Yep,
so
he is.
We'll see what Coach Witten does right here.
Yep, at the 29-yard line is when we'll spot the football. Brings up a 4th down and 1. 9:42 to go. Running clock, third quarter. We trail 48-0. So the Cyclones will go for it. Why would you not on the 4th and 1 here from the 29-yard line? So Blevins, we got to get this first down. They're going to have a great field position. Hand off to CJ's got the first down, and he'll slither up to about the 33-yard line, working off the right side. Good blocking up front to help him, Coach. And again, a positive play on a night that's not going our way at all. And CJ comes up hobbling a little bit. That's not good. He'll kind of half gimp to the sideline, or does he stay in the backfield?
No,
he'll go.
Yeah.
He'll come off the field. But he gets us a Double C Western Supply first down.
J-Train.
The Train's back there now at the 34-yard line. So a pickup of 3 or 4 to get the first down. So Train will be at the 34-yard line. Blevins, 3-step drop, rifles one down the field. Cott turns upfield to the 40, 41, 42-yard line. Catch, let's see, that will be Justice Wallen. Takes it from the 34 out to see on a down and out pattern to the sideline to the far side. It will be to the 41-yard line, picks up 7. So, again, we're moving the football more now we did in the first half. And so 8:37 to go, running clock, third quarter. We trail 48-0 the ball to the, where we mark the football, the 41-yard line. 3 to the near side, wide side of the field. We work right to left on the far hash mark. Blevins on the keeper, now shovels the last minute of the Train, turns the corner short side of the field to the 45 and bounced out of bounds there at about the 40, 45. There's a flag into the play now. Yep. So let's see. It's on the Cyclone sideline. They got bounced out of bounds on the short side of the field and the handoff to the Train. And let's see. They are conferring.
Looks like it's going to be on Greenville maybe.
Let's see. The man in the white hat will come out and make the call. The clock continues to run. It'll be a personal foul, Greenville. You're exactly right. Late hit. A little talking, a little something. That's a break for the Cyclones. We'll take it from our 41 across midfield. Big one, all the way down to the Greenville 40-yard line. First down, and so I got that unofficially as the 5th unsportsmanlike penalty tonight for Greenville, the 40-yard line. So if I'm their coaching staff, I'm thinking we got to get that cleaned up for the playoffs. 40-yard line, 1st and 10, Cyclones on the move here. Blevins will hand off to the Train. The Train will bounce it. He'll go inside the 40 and go to about the 36-yard line. Gang tackled by the men in green. At the bottom of the play, a big 78 makes a stop. Caden Hershey, 6 foot 253 junior, stopping the Train. He takes it from the 40 down to the Greenville 36-yard line. Picks up 4 on the play. Clock, 7:09 to go. Running clock, third quarter. We trail 48-0. So the Cyclones will continue to push the pigskin down the field. Friday night, got to be there, folks. The Bank at 7 o'clock. Opening round of the TSSAA playoffs. Eddie Pless and yours truly will bring it to you. Looks to be audio only next Friday night. To the 3 to the near side, wide side of the field. Blevins will look that way. Now goes the short side down the far side. It's caught. Nice catch down around the 15, down to the 13-yard line. Single coverage. Zach Wallen goes up in the night sky and brings it down. Great throw, coach, from the 41, or check that, from the 36-yard line down the field. Wallen makes the catch and brings it down to about the 13-yard line.
Yeah, thrown just a smidge behind him, but high into the outside where only he could catch. That was a nice play.
So picks up 23 and a Double C Western Supply first down. Blevins again go to the end zone. It's out there. Caught. Touchdown Cyclones. Touchdown Zach Wallen from 13 yards out. And so just like that, Coach, we go right down the field, a different football team, and a touchdown to Zach Wallen. We get on the scoreboard. We trail 48-6. Great drive by the freshman. Growing up in front of us, that was a nice play, and the Cyclones hit pay dirt.
Absolutely. You know, it's again, we talked about how hard it would be to go in at the half in that position, but then to come out and take the ball down the field right here, go 80 yards for a score, that says a lot about this football team. And again, we talked about just trying to regroup and come back out and play one play at a time, and they did that.
Will Bowers splits the uprights. For Will Bowers, he's now 40 out of 43 on the season. Cyclones on the board, 48-7. It's a start. We'll be back. You're listening to 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football. Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit T-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabethton, Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton. Cyclones on the scoreboard on a 9th touchdown catch of the season, or touchdown by Zach Wall, and the 10th touchdown pass by Bryson Blevins. So it's 48-7 now, Greenville. 6:13 to go in the third quarter on a running clock. The Bowers, coach, let's take a look at Will Bowers, what he's done since, again, the first 2 football games, he was 4 for 7 from the point after. Since then, he is 36 out of 36. On the season, he is 40 for 43. So after the rocky start, Will Bowers has really settled down. 36 out of 36 in a row. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's a talented young man, so you knew that start certainly wasn't indicative of his ability, and he's done a nice job bouncing back, certainly.
Hello to Eric Wampler, our great principal at Harold McCormick. Hello to Kerry Howe. Hello to Denny Smith. Hello to our buddy Sherry Holtzclaw at the Jewelers Bench. Hello, young lady. Emily Hargis. Hello to Becky Urban. Hello to Bob Orfield down in Georgia. 48-7 running clock, third quarter. We trail. Cyclones defend now. So we go into defense. It's at the 20-yard line of the touchback for Greenville. It's been all Greenville tonight. Everything's gone their way, and so let's see if we can change the course of this game. On the keeper, he'll go to the 20, turns upfield to the far side of the field, and gets it about the 24-yard line. Bounced out of bounds by Riley Jones. Let's see who ran that football. 41, that's a new one. That'd be Jordan Mills, the 5'10 junior, 185. Remember calling him when he played basketball for Greenville Middle. He's a two-sport athlete. And Mills takes it out to the 26-yard line. Riley Jones knocked him out of bounds over there. Great job by Riley. And so you pick up about 5 on the play. Clock continues to run. Running clock, 4:44 to go, third quarter. We trail 48-7. Next Friday night, opening round of the playoffs, the Cyclones, we'll see what we play, but we'll be at the bank. We've only lost one time in 10 years in the playoffs. On the quarterback, keeper stays on his feet at the 30, 31, 32-yard line. Let's see if that's still ball. They pulled him or they got the second-string quarterback. Let's see. Coming up off the play for the Cyclones will be, let's see, the train and trying to see that second guy who made the tackle for the Cyclones. Let's see. That is not ball, is it not? It's a new quarterback, I think.
Yeah.
It is. Second-string quarterback in there now for Greenville. Caden Ball did his job tonight. 3 touchdown passes. He engineered a 48-0 halftime score. 3:55 to go third quarter.
Kane Ricker.
Kane Ricker is your new QB. Happy Valley wins tonight, Coach. Congratulations to the Warriors. They win the region, the 2A regional championship, Region 1. So congratulations to Happy Valley and Jason Jarrett. He's a class act. Coming on the outside of the run. Nice catch, and they're going to catch him and bring him down. Nice job by Sammy Osborne making the stop on the running back. He thought he had some running room. Sammy said, no, you don't. And Mills brings him down. Great pursuit by Sammy Osborne to bring him down, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. That was great pursuit. And, again, you talked about the way the offense came out and responded, and now we want to see the same thing out of the defense, and that was a great way to start right there to bring up 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10. Clock rolling. 3:15 to go, third quarter. Cyclones, again, back home next Friday night. Can't emphasize that enough. So whatever happens tonight, looks like it's going to be a Greenville win at this point. And so we'll come back and get home field cooking next Friday night. We've only lost the bank one time in the playoff. We are 17-1 at home in the playoffs. The only time we lost was back in 2015, the first season of Citizen Bank Stadium to CAK. Bubble screen to the near side, catch and swarm by the Cyclones. Our defense all over him this time. Great pursuit by William McDuffie, Calix Daughtery, also the J-Train. 3 got him, Coach. Nowhere to go with a catch made by Phipps, Dion Phipps, and he was swarmed by white jerseys. Brings up at the 35-yard line. Third down for Greenville.
Yeah, a little RPO right there and fake the run, and then threw it out here, like you said, a little quick screen out here to the offense's right, and the Cyclones did a great job defensively wrapping him up for a no gain to bring up 3rd and 10.
Clock rolling. We're down to 2:15 to go, third quarter, and running clock. We trail 48-7. Near hash mark, left to right, they bring a single setback for Ricker, the backup quarterback. He will hand off. He'll work off left side, and we've got him again and nothing. We swarm him defensively and drop him at the 36-yard line. Phipps, the running back, and the train brings him down. And a great pursuit defensively, Coach. Some of these guys are second-teamers, but we're still going first-teamer, and we're making some inroads here out to the 37-yard line. Nice stop with the train.
Yeah, absolutely. And so looks like Greenville will punt away here as like you mentioned, the clock continues to count down under 1:40 to go in the third quarter.
Eddie Pleasant, I'll bring it to you next Friday night, the opening round of the TSSAA playoffs of the bank. Looking forward to having you there, and looking forward to having you listen next Friday night to the Cyclones. We start our quest to get to the state championship in Chattanooga the first weekend in December. That's our goal, to get down to the big dance again. Belt high snap. Here's the punt. It's a twister into the night sky in Greenville, and it'll be taken on the fly. He'll come this way to the near sideline, and it'll be bounced out of bounds, or gets out of bounds. Zach Wallen returns up the near sideline out over the 35 to about the 38-yard line. So with a minute 4 to go, clock continues to run here in the third quarter. So the Cyclones will take over, trailing 48-7. Nice defensive stop bar, even though they're second teamers. A stop's a stop, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. It's you can debate about the second team or whatever else. It's more about how did you play, and did you play your position, and did you tackle well, and the Cyclones did that and was able to force a punt.
Brendan Orlano's going to be out there now. He's been out there a lot here in the first half, and now he's going to be out there in the second half as well. Also coming out ready to go, be 55, Lennox Loveday, and again, you got Rainwater, and so here we go. Our offensive set will set up shop at our own 38-yard line with 25 seconds to go in a running clock third quarter. So Blevins, back there's Legend Pate behind him. He'll put 3 to the far side, wide side of the field. Now put 1 coming in motion on the near side, Jack Blevins. And rolling out, Blevins will go that side, dumps it upfield to the tight end Wallen. 40, he'll go to the 45. He'll take it out to about the 48-yard line. Nice catch and throw by Blevins to Justice Wallen, the bull. And Justice will take it out from the 38, close to a Cyclone first down, Coach. As the clock expires, third quarter's in the books. We'll come back and talk about it. We played 3. Cyclones trail going to the fourth quarter, 48-7. You are listening to 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Double C Western Supply in Elizabethton, your Cowboy store, and so much more. We have shoes and boots for guys and gals. We have kids' boots and shoes for the little people, too. Ball caps, Marriott Wrangler, a large selection of Huey. We have purses, billfolds, handbags. We carry a full line of Montana Silversmith jewelry. We have both Lane Frost and Huey cologne and perfumes. We even have several styles of rugs to choose from, and a large kids section full of boots and shoes and jeans and dresses and even stuffed animals. And jeans, and more jeans, both work and casual for guys and gals. Ariat and Wrangler in all sizes and styles. T-shirts for men, women, and kids. For cold weather, we have fleece tops and sweaters. And racks full of men's shirts, including the George Strait line from Wrangler. Short sleeve and long sleeve shirts for men and women. Vests and jackets for the cold days and nights for the guys and the ladies. We have a full line of tack and cowboy hats for cowboys and cowgirls, along with belts and a great selection of saddles. So you see, it is a cowboy store and more. Double C Western Supply, Railroad Street, Elizabethton. Find us on Facebook and at doublecwesternsupply.com.
We're in downtown Elizabethton, proud sponsor of Cyclones, the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Holiday season shopping, you want to come here to the Eagle Center and do your Christmas shopping? Tell us why.
We just have a building full of anything you could want. We have very unique items. My vendors are very great at searching out unique things that you won't find just everywhere, and some things that are good for every person on your shopping list.
Mm-hmm. What's your slogan?
We like to say that things tell a story when people no longer can. Have a lot of things in this building that tell stories of the past, and things that just add a lot of interest to your decor.
2 stories, over 50 vendors. Hours are open?
We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5.
How do we find you on social media?
And we're on Facebook as Eagle Center Co-op and on Instagram as Eagle Center Antiques.
Holiday shopping's here, folks. Do your Christmas shopping here in downtown and Elizabeth and Eagle Center. Be loyal, buy local, and buy it from the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton. Richard Van Usher is truly Tom Taylor bringing it to you. Fourth quarter running clock. Here we go. We trail 48-7. And so the Cyclones will see what we can do this final stanza. And so we've got the football. We'll spot it at our own, 48-yard line. A nice play with the Cyclones offensively. Start the fourth. Blevins rolls out near side. He'll keep it. Bryson, 50, 45, fumbled the ball, and he'll be down. He slid. Lost the football, but his knee hit, so it's a down football. Positive real estate on the quarterback keeper, Coach. A hold on the play, maybe holding against the Cyclones, or rather a flag on the play, maybe a hold, and it's going to be
blindside block.
Blindside block against the Cyclones. Don't see that a lot, do you?
No, I didn't see that one. But
so you go from the 48. So we're going to go back downfield now. The penalty against Elizabethton. Greenville at halftime had 410 yards of offense, so they've clicked tonight, folks. It's real simple. 33-yard lines were the mark, a 15-yard penalty against the orange and black. So, again, coming up Tuesday and Thursday next week, T.A. Duggar basketball. We're excited about it. Going indoors, the Duggar Gym love calling games in the Duggar Gyms like the Hoosiers, waiting for Jimmy to run the picket fence. Near side, Pate on the handoff, Legend to the 30, 35, 40, and bounced out of bounds on their sideline. Nice run by our freshman, Legend Pate. Clock rolling, 10:50 to play. So we go from the 33-yard line and see where they mark the football. We'll have girls varsity and guys varsity again coming up on Tuesday and Thursday, both nights, at the T.A. Duggar Gym. So come out and support T.A. Duggar. The varsity high school doesn't start until mid-November. So here's an early look at basketball hoops in Betsy with the T.A. Duggar boys and girls. Come out and support them on Tuesday and Thursday. Let's get that gym rocking and make that place hard for the opposition. Ridgeview one night and Happy Valley one night. Right to the 42-yard line. Handoff, it's going to be Paid again. Legend backs his way up the field to the 45-yard line. He runs hard, Coach, and again, nice run with the freshman. This kid's special. He had 7 touchdowns last year against Greenville in the middle school game a year ago when we played that one at Kermit-Tipton Stadium. So this kid's the deal. He can play. And so people ask me what's his nickname. I said, no, that is his name, Legend Paid. Tucker Taylor now enters the wideout. Blevins and Wallen to the far side, near side is Taylor. 9:55 to go. Brings up a 3rd down and long. Cyclones spotting the football at the 45-yard line of Betsy. We need to move the sticks, see what we can do here. Blevins looking, flushed out of the pocket running. Bryson will come to the 50. He'll come to the 45. He'll come to the 41, runs it out of bounds. Nice run by Bryson Blevins. Chased out of bounds by Terry and Clarity. But Bryson Blevins coaching the keeper. Nice run by our freshman quarterback.
Yeah.
Gets the first down.
Our first down, yeah. That was a nice run. And again, that run looked a lot more confident just from the beginning of the game to now. So, again, that's definite progress right there, and a gutsy little run right there to be able to pick up the first down.
15-yard pickup. We got it first down to the 40-yard line. We're looking for positivity. We've got a playoff game next week. 9:08 to go. Blevins looking on the running clock. Bryson flushed out of the pocket running. He's at the 40, and he gets caught from behind as he came up the field. Looks like he had some real estate, and Bryson Blevins gets pulled down from behind by one of the big hogs. 78 does it. That's Caden Hershey. 6 foot 253 junior. They had their starters out defensively. Now a lot of them have been put back into the ball game. 40-yard line, 8:45 to play. We trail 48-7 on the running clock. So the Cyclones will have it at the Greenville 40-yard line. Lone touchdown of the ball game was a Zach Wallen 13-yard catch from Blevins. Wallen's 9th touchdown catch of the season, or touchdown, and then Blevins' 10th touchdown pass for the freshman in the absence of the injured Red Slagle. And the injured Justin Whitehead is not with us again tonight. He's in street clothes. Blevins outside rush in trouble, and he'll go down to the 50-yard line. They came on the outside rush. He tried to spin away from the grasp, and as he did, he stumbled and fell at the 50-yard line. He'll lose 10 yards on a quarterback sack / tackle for loss. And so Greenville pinning their ears back and coming at him, Coach, and he is dropped for 10-yard loss.
Yeah, brings up 3rd and 20, but you're right. He was almost able to spin out of it, but as he spun, he just lost his footing and went down for a 10-yard loss.
7:55 to play. We trail 48-7. We'll pick the Port Chaff Deli players of the game tonight. From the 50-yard line, Blevins will hand off to Pate. Legend back up to 45, gets some back, takes it back to the 41-yard line. So back up the field he goes, and Legend picks up some positive real estate back to the Greenville 41-yard line. Legend just runs hard, Coach. He's big, broad-shouldered, and he's got speed for a kid that big.
Yeah, he really does. He runs really hard, and there's certainly a bright future for him moving forward for sure for the Cyclones.
4th down and 11, 7:20 to play. We're obviously going for it down to the 30 to move the sticks. 4th down and 11 from the Greenville 41-yard line. We trail 48-7 here in Greenville. Blevins, here comes outside rush again, steps up, avoids that one, smart play, he'll run to the 40. Bryson stays on his feet and brought down to the 38-yard line. He was getting ready to get sacked all the way back into Greenville territory, but or rather at least to the midfield marker, but he steps up, avoids that, gets up the field, inside the 40 down to about the 38-yard line, but again, tackle for a lack of a first down. They take over and downs at 6:45 to play.
Yeah, still some things to build on for sure. That series again had a nice run, pick up a first down, and again just I think again Greenville put their first team D back in right there and blitzed a couple times, brought a lot of pressure to force him to make a decision.
This is a flush game, folks. You flush this one out of your system, you can't do anything about it. It's a sour taste. Remember this next year when we play them again. Again, they'll come to our place next year. And so that's what you do and get ready for the playoffs at this point. 6 minutes and 18 seconds left in this one. It'll be First and 10 on their own 38-yard line on the change possessions, and he'll take it to the 40, 41, 43, maybe to the 44-yard line. Tackle coming off the bottom of the play will call out the name of Wallen. So, again, you have 6 minutes to go in the football game. Sean beginning to put some other kids in a little bit of substitution, not a whole lot, keeping the starters out there. And so now a timeout has been called here with 5:52 to play in the football game. Greenville leads at 48-7. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. You're listening to 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football. Now this from Farm Bureau.
At Northeast Community Credit Union, we know the importance of taking care of your family and building our community. Are you remodeling your home, trading cars for your next road trip, or maybe you're considering an in-ground pool or a boat for the lake? Our loans are easy, fast, and convenient with the lowest payments around. Act now before rates go up. Apply online at bmycu.org, call us, or come see us in Elizabethton, Johnson City, or Rome Mountain. We have the loan you need.
$5:52 to play in the football game. Jack DeAngelis, injury timeout for the Greenville Green Devils. Hope he's okay. DeAngelis, 6'4", 231, sophomore, biggin'. And so he's been helped off the field by these coaches and the medical staff. So, Coach, again, it's 48-7. This one's in the books. We know that. It's been decided. Again, quite frankly, back in the first half. But now you get ready. We got a playoff game to get ready for. We got to get our dauber back up, get our mental psyche ready to roll, and Sean will have them ready to go. But this last 5:40, this is getting ready for the playoffs. We'll talk about it after this play here. It'll be a swing pass near side caught, turns uphill to the 40, 45, near sideline. It'll be ran out of bounds down inside the Cyclone 40 to about the 35-yard line. Jones and the train making a stop. Catch made by number 35. Give credit there to Zy Neal. Now, this is the kid, the freshman, who scored last year when we played Greenville. He had 7 touchdowns, and Legend Pate had 7 touchdowns. These guys are both freshmen, so Neal, big chunk of real estate down to the Cyclone 35-yard line. First down. 5-minute mark to play in the football game, and now another timeout on the field. We'll see who calls this one, and we'll stop play at the 5:07 mark to play in the football game. 48-7. Am I not right? At this point, this one's in the books. It's been decided. We're getting ready for a playoff game. We're going to get mentally focused and get ready because it starts next week. When not that this doesn't count, but when it really counts is we're trying to get down to Chattanooga and play in a state championship.
And that's exactly what we're doing right now. Every snap we're taking is trying to get us ready for that game next week. You like you said, you try to flush that whole first half and try to build on something positive here in the second half. So, again, you're just looking for those opportunities for individual guys who may have their confidence shaken a little bit because of the first half to come back out, get their feet under them and make some plays. And, again, like you say, you flush that. I've been in situations before where you didn't perform as well as you did, and we literally took the tape out to the practice field, dug a hole, and buried it. And this is, like you said, this is kind of one of those type games as well.
Well, I'm a positivity guy. You and I both are. And so you look at this, 7-0 the second half. We're only one scored. So for 48 in the first half, yeah, but we are the only team that scored in the second half so far. So we have scored, and we neutralized them to a point. 35-yard line, Greenville. 5:07 to play. Hand off to Neal. Neal to the 30. He's at the 25, wraps it up, and ran out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Riley Jones out there, and also Justice Wallen. Hog time and run him out of bounds. Again, that will be the freshman, number 20. Or check that. It's Deion Phipps, the senior, getting the tote that time. Takes it from the 35. They'll mark the football down to the Cyclone 21-yard line. Picks up 14. So Greenville first down to the 4:43 mark running clock. Get your take on the Tennessee-Oklahoma game on Saturday evening coming up here after this. See what you think about the Big Orange and the Sooners, who got spanked and got their feelings hurt by Auburn, or not Auburn, but Ole Miss. So they're coming to town with a little bruised feelings, and we'll see how it goes for them. We'll talk about that. 21-yard line, 1st and 10, 4:21 to play. Phipps gets a handoff. He's going to the 20. He'll take it down inside, actually a keeper on himself down to the 15-yard line. Fake the dive, kept it himself, and that will be positive real estate at the 15-yard line. Parker Quillen, the quarterback, third-string quarterback, on the keeper, fooled the old Cowboy here. He keeps it, takes it to the 15-yard line, picks up 6. Tennessee, Oklahoma, what do you think?
Well, Oklahoma is a very good defensive team for sure, so that'll really be a challenge for Tennessee's offense coming off the great performance against Kentucky. They have a really good quarterback that kind of got banged up earlier this year, kind of, again, just trying to fight his way back from that injury. So it'll be a tough contest. They're a very good football team, but, it's in Neyland at night. I think the place will be rocking. Both teams still trying to fight for a playoff spot.
15-yard line, they've got the football 2nd and 4. It'll be to Phipps trying to sidestep the defenders, get outside, and we hog time and bring him down at the 15-yard line. Great pursuit by the Cyclones. Calix Daughtery out there. Also the train out there making a stop. And also coming up to make it number 13 for Elizabethton. Call out the name of Callan Reed, the freshman. So they put the football with 3:11 to go in the running clock. We trail 48-7 here in the fourth quarter. And so they'll mark the football for no gain at the 15-yard line. Nice pursuit by the men in white. So third-string quarterback, and so Greenville taking their sweet time now. We're down to 21 seconds on the play clock. Next Friday night, 7 o'clock, Eddie and I will go on the air about 6:25. We usually a 35-minute pregame. Ready to go at Citizens Bank Stadium, where we are 17-1 in playoffs. Again, our only loss back at CAK did it to us back in November of 2015. 10 years ago since we lost the playoff game at Citizens Bank Stadium. Quillen, quick to the near side, caught, 15, sidesteps a man, gets it to about the 13. Nice tackle by Riley Jones. Been busy tonight, been having a great night. I know his family's listening out in Nebraska. Thank you. Braylon Kidwell makes the catch for Parker Quillen. 2:22 to go in the football game. They'll pick up 2 on the play down to the 13-yard line. 48-7 Greenville. Running clock, fourth quarter here. It has been in the second half. We trailed at halftime 48-0. So the 2:09 mark to play to the 13-yard line, and so Greenville again taking their time. The ball's again at the 13. We're down to the 22nd mark on the running clock here in the play clock, I should say. Not the running clock, but the play clock. The clock is running. It's down to 1:53, but the play clock down to 10. Greenville again out of the gun. Parker Quillen working right to left near hash mark. Single setback is Phipps. He'll give it to him. He'll go to the 10, and he'll crack it to about the 9-yard line. Picks up 3 or 4 on the play, working off left side. See who comes off the play again. Looks like maybe Riley Jones. It's the train, and Tucker Taylor making the stop. So Riley Jones, we've called his name a lot tonight, Coach.
Yeah, we sure have. Again, just battled all night long. Again, not the finish we wanted, but proud of these guys, again, for fighting all the way to the end.
The First Lady of Cyclone Football, Deanna Ryder, is still watching, listening to us. Thank you, ma'am. So we've got a game next Friday night at the bank. We keep going back to that, but it's true. We get ready for that one. To the 9-yard line, picked up 4. Minute to go in the football game. You have Quillen, your third-string quarterback, trying to punch one in here with this offense to get an exclamation mark on a 48-7 ball game. We're down to 6 on the play clock, 54 seconds to go. And so he'll take a knee, and the celebration will begin in Greenville as the Devils will, again, 45 seconds to play in a running clock. And the Cyclones will board the buses and come back to Elizabethton on the short end of a 48-7 score. But the sun comes up tomorrow. We get ready for the playoffs and roll the dice and see what happens. 30 seconds to go. He'll take one more knee, and this will be it. So Parker Quillen, I would assume he's going to take a knee. 24 seconds to play, and he does, and that'll do it. Greenville out of the gate early, hit us early, and got going to the tune after the first quarter. After one period of play, we trailed and never looked back and trailed at halftime 48-0 and lose this football game. Final score, Greenville 48, your Cyclones 7. Again, Elizabethton back home now to open up the opening round of the TSSAA playoffs against somebody. We'll find out who at the Carter Gibbs game coming up here in a few minutes. Hello, Teresa McKinney. Hello to Carrie Hardesty. Hope I'm saying it right. Johnny Markland. So, again, Charlotte Tolley, thank you for the broadcast. You're welcome. Was not our night. Some days you get the peanuts, some days you get the shells. But you know what? Sun comes up tomorrow, and the Lord's still on the throne. We'll come back and recap it and close it out. Greenville wins at 48-7. Come back with us, see who the player of the games are. You're listening to 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football. Talking to our buddy Molly Hurley from Chick-fil-A. It's football time in Tennessee, the late John Ward would say. On a Friday night or a Saturday afternoon or even on Sunday to watch NFL, you can get your trays from Chick-fil-A. Tell us what we can get there.
Yes, you can. You can get nugget and strip trays, fruit, salad, mac and cheese. We've got cookies, brownies. We've got wraps and veggie wraps. And then we also have our sub sandwich trays that have our cold grilled chicken, lettuce, tomato. Those are really good. And if you're getting it for a Sunday for the NFL games, you can also get the nuggets and strips chilled, so that way we'll cool them down for you, give you reheat instructions, and you can pop them in the oven and have them ready for your party.
How do we order? How do we get them?
You can call the store at 423-297-1266, or you can go online or use your Chick-fil-A app to place an order online.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, 423-297-1266. Our buddy Molly Hurley, marketing lady from Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton, proud sponsor of the Tom Bailey Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports.
In a world where clutter, trash, and debris threaten your property, one man is ready to save the day. He's Container Man, your dumpster delivery superhero. Need to clear out your garage? Call Container Man. Remodeling your home? Call Container Man. Demolition waste taking over your job site? Call Container Man. From minor to major projects, Container Man has the perfect size dumpster for every task. With lightning fast delivery and the customer service of a locally owned company, he will help you restore order to your world. When you're ready to fight clutter, trash, and debris, call Container Man.
We're talking to our buddy Dr. Eric Carter from Lingerfeld Drug Center, one of our proud sponsors of the show and Cyclone Sports. A lot of pharmacies out there, a lot of drugstores out there. Why, in your humble opinion, should we come and trade at Lingerfeld Drug Center?
Yes, I think our customers are our family. We treat people how I'd want my family to be treated. And that's, we can come in after hours for you if you need, or deliver to you. I think we just go the extra mile. A lot of times at a big chain or something, if you need a refill and it's out of refills, it's too bad. But we'll call the doctor, send them messages, and keep bothering them until they get them sent in to us. So we want to do everything we can to make sure our customers have their medicine and are happy.
Customer service, folks. Again, Lingerfeld Drug Center down here beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Final score 48-7. Let's recap the scoring, and it will go quickly. As Cole Franklin, we win the coin toss, defer to the second half. Second play of the ball game, Franklin, an 80-yard pass to the near sideline of a bubble screen from Caden Ball, 7-0. Again, you had Maddox Bishop, 21-yard run, makes it 13-0. And the point after the first touchdown, we blocked it, we tipped it. Then you have Begley intercepting Bryson Blevins, setting up the next touchdown, a 27-yard run by Ball, who threw for 3 and ran for 1 tonight. Pretty good night for the quarterback, to say the least. Ricker with a 55-yard interception, returning it for a touchdown against Bryson Blevins' throw. Gorley's point after, 27-0. Zayden Anderson, the kid we heard all about tonight, really only had 2 or 3 catches. Didn't do a lot. He got a touchdown, 55-yard catch, and so for a touchdown. Then you had Begley, a 2-yard run. Clarity, a 28-yard pass. That's all in the first half, 48-0. And then we go to the second half. The only scoring of the second half came for the Cyclones. Zach Wallen, 13-yard catch from Bryson Blevins. Zach's 9th touchdown of the season. Blevins, Bryson's 10th touchdown of the season for the freshman. Bowers, point after, 40 for 43 now in the season for Will Bowers. And the score of the running clock ends that way, 48-7. Coach, we picked a couple of players of the game. Offensively tonight, 7 points. We tend to skew, and understandably so, to the defensive side of the football. We picked 2 young men tonight to be players of the game. Who might they be?
We picked Riley Jones on defense. Again, he had a great game from his defensive end position, had several tackles, I think about 7 or 8 tackles. And then we chose Justice Wallen, who had 6 catches for 64
yards.
64 yards and 7 tackles as well.
Yep.
Those guys just played hard the whole game. Again, not the outcome that we wanted, and they weren't the only 2 that played hard. But anytime you take a punch in the mouth like we did the first half, and then come back out and continue to fight and compete, that's really what the game is all about. Life's going to get you down sometimes. It's not going to be the finish that you want. Things are not going to go your way. you're going to get knocked down, but what are you going to do? You're going to get back up or not? So I thought these two guys demonstrated that whole philosophy, that whole idea about getting back up and keep fighting. So proud of them, and those were our two players of the game.
Riley Jones and Justice Walling get free buffets from Pizza Inn, also a free sandwich, the best team sandwich in the Tri-Cities at Poor Traps Deli, and also both get a free drink from Tuffy's Cafe. We're watching the Carter Gibbs score. Again, Happy Valley won tonight. Congratulations, Happy Valley winning their region in 2A. And so what's the latest on Carter Gibbs? Because that'll go a long ways to who we're going to be playing next Friday night in the playoffs.
Yes, so it's in the fourth quarter, and it's all knotted up at 28.
Oh.
So it's a barn burner.
You got it.
Looks like the game is at Gibbs. So in Coreyton, Tennessee, it's knotted up at 28.
So obviously by Greenville winning this fourth straight win over the Cyclones, there will have home field advantage now in the playoffs. We'll be at home next Friday night, then we'll go on the road. So hopefully, I'm being selfish here, but hopefully I get to hear your golden tones in 2 weeks, so we'll be on the road somewhere playing football.
Well, I'm really upset that you didn't have a buffet for the color commentator of the game. I mean, I should get a free buffet or something like that, don't you think?
Absolutely. Consider it done. You're in. We'll even send you to Tuffy's Cafe, get you a sweet tea or whatever you want.
I really need it. Pizza buffet, don't I?
I'm not.
Eric Wilson's like, come on. He's like, no, don't come down here. We'll lose money on you. Don't come to Pizza Inn, Van Huss. You just stay away. So
we do hope we'll be together in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Next Friday night, Eddie Pless will be back in the box with us. Again, we're looking forward to hanging out with Coach Pless. Love him dearly, and so love this guy too. I am blessed to be beside two good ones in football with Eddie Pless and Richard Van Huss. Basketball, Doc's going to be helping me some this year, Dr. John Mitten, and also
Great.
Joseph Taylor. So, again, Tuesday night, T.A. Duggar basketball. Get out there and watch them because the high school doesn't even start till November the 1st practice. So we'll have our first basketball. It'll be a jamboree on November the 13th at East. We're going to stream that night for the boys and girls of Lucas Honeycutt and Lucas Andrews in the high school. But T.A. Duggar basketball Tuesday night. Get there. It'll be 4 games. We're going to be streaming the last 2. The girls varsity under Matt Fox and the boys varsity and first-year coach Gary Harrison. Looking forward to doing it on Tuesday and Thursday of next week, showcasing our youngsters at T.A. Duggar Middle School with basketball. So, final score 48-7 for the director of schools. To my left, Richard Van Huss. To the principal, Dr. John Mitten. For the athletic director, Joe Diaz. And for head football coach, Sean Whitten. Again, don't cry too many tears with the Cyclone football team. We'll be back ready to go next Friday night with a vengeance because the playoffs start. We'll be ready to go. This one's out of our system. We're getting ready for the playoffs starting like right now for next week with the opening round of the TSSAA, TSSAA 4A playoffs again, the Cyclones and somebody next Friday night at 7 o'clock at Citizen Bank Stadium. Till we greet you again Monday on the Tom Daly Sports Show. We'll say, as always, bloom where you're planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for listening to 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football. Final score tonight, Greenville 48, your Cyclones 7. Good night, everybody.